baby.
Cassandra, let me see. Cassandra AG, or is it? I'm going with AJ, I mean. Cassandra AJ? Is that what we're going with?
Cassandra AJ.
Probably should just say Cassandra, but you're awesome. Thank you for the sub. This game is boring. Deadly was not having it. Alright, there's a game switch just to make you happy. So hopefully, hi everyone, what's up?
Switch to
What's up, Cassandra?
Alright, y'all. Remember, yeah, $5 will get you entered in to win this prize pack.
Where did this come from? This thing is so cool.
I don't know exactly where they came from, but we got it from somebody.
I'm pretty sure this is a little dude that also like hawks little things along with you. He spits them out. He's your little assistant minion.
Chase, we should have Five Nights at Binding of Isaac.
Five Nights at Binding of Isaac.
Yeah.
Dude, Binding of Isaac is my jam. The problem is though, I never really played Rebirth. Not because I didn't like it, but because I was so busy.
That's the only one I've ever played.
Rebirth? Yeah, Rebirth still looks legit. I just mean like I'd be probably not that amazing.
Got some temporary tattoos. I Heart St. Jude.
There you go. What does one do on Twitch? Well, Cassandra, you have a little battery, and you're sub to us. I have a feeling you know Twitch pretty well.
Maybe she just did it for the prime.
For the lulz.
Right?
No, because it's the battery. That's not the prime one. Well, unless they have prime, but if you have the battery, that's like the turbo. That means they did it before the prime thing. They may have prime as well, and you just switch over. Why are you playing on your phone and not a PC?
Because it's easier to play on the phone.
Well, and we can't do PC games really right now.
There you go.
Like, I have difficulty, like, going from left side of the screen to the right side of the screen with the mouse.
Rob's gonna read it out, but they said, did you guys play No Man's Sky? Rob, what the heck is that? What is that dance?
Do you like it?
I liked it.
Yeah. That's my I got this dance.
Oh, I feared for my life. I got this dance. Somebody just joined the channel and you're just like dancing on. They're like, alright, I'm exiting this channel.
Alright. What's an emulator? Wanna take that one? I'll read this comment first.
What's this?
NMU Fred, $5.
Fred!
Thank you, Fred. Entry into the prize pack. I love TSG swag. Yeah, this is basically a prize pack of TSG swag.
Dude,
So.
shout out to Fred. Well, he donated just now. He's donated tons of times in the past. So much so that he actually threw down and got himself a Twitch hoodie back last marathon? No, 2 marathons back. I don't know. It was a couple marathons back. He got himself a Twitch hoodie, and that dude tweeted it out. Was looking delicious. That's all I'm saying.
So I did the thing above my head or whatever.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Dude.
I just put it down like 2 seconds before Swiss time.
Dude, were you actually even feeling anything?
Yeah, I was feeling it.
Because I say that seems
it was
like
a lot tougher than I thought it would be. I think I'm just really because I was out like so long or whatever.
well, that plus there's still kind of different the fact that there's endurance and there's strength.
Yeah.
And since you probably still have strength, but endurance goes pretty quick when you haven't worked out a long time. So your powerlifting days are gone,
So
bro.
if it was like heavy,
Yeah.
that would probably help.
Let's see.
Oh, they're coming through the what you been doing now.
Feel free to keep asking questions. If I miss it, please bear with us. If you ask it in the chat, eventually we will see it.
Man, we have like some of these are rubbing off already.
They have more pumpkin workouts. Is like rubbed all over it.
What if you cut this in half with a karate chop? Chop. You think you could?
I mean, break something, but yeah. I feel like a karate chop is less likely than like a fist. It has to be one of those things like with like a board, you know.
I think you could do it with a fist.
You know, like with a board when they say you have to like just if you hold back at all, like it just hurt. But if you punch through with everything you get,
It's still gonna hurt.
yeah, but it doesn't hurt nearly as much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's like it goes right through. Are you guys Scientologists? Well, actually, no,
No.
let me recruit some of you.
It's your ion reading. Still never explain what the story is.
Wait, what? It said low key. Just realized that we were playing Five Nights at Freddy, but I'm extremely new. 15 minutes new. You have been on Twitch for 15 minutes? Is that for real? How the heck do you have? You have a battery next to your name. That means you're a turbo member, which means you pay for stuff. So in case for some weird reason You are actually
These
new.
games look super rad, y'all.
Twitch is an awesome website. It's where people go to stream video games and apparently eating food now these days. I don't know. But Twitch has tons of games going on. They're all live streams. Well, most of them are live streams. Some people restream old streams. That just gets confusing. Just assume everybody's live. They have chats where you can talk to the people playing. Everybody has their own style. We are specifically people who do marathoning games, which means we play for a extended amount of time, which in this case, it's a 72-hour attempt of spooky games for TSG.
Yep.
TSG's Halloween marathon, and we're raising money for charity. That doesn't mean all channels do that. All channels do their own things.
Yep.
Some people
It's
are
basically like YouTube, but for live video.
There you go, YouTube, but live content. There you go, and everybody can do whatever they want
And I
as
know
long as it's
YouTube
under.
has YouTube Live now, but Twitch is.
Do you like Summit 1G? That dude is actually really talented. Like, I mean, I'm not sure if there's. I know he's really popular, so I don't think saying positive things about him would get us hate. But the positive thing I have to say about him is that dude seems like maybe he plays so much that just makes him awesome. But every time there's like a new shooter that comes out, I see him playing, and he's already like really good.
It switches to where he is. That's weird.
It is weird. But he seems like he's like super good at FPSs, like naturally. Are you promoting Twitch on Twitch? Yeah, it's getting weird. I don't know. Somebody just had a turbo name, and then we're like, how do I use Twitch? I don't know what's happening. I guess they're trolling. Oh, cool. Thanks, guys. Another person I subbed to blocked me because he thought I was trolling. How did you end up with a turbo? I don't even understand.
You did.
I wasn't promoting Twitch. I was explaining Twitch and promoting Twitch.
Twitch is pretty good.
He was a pro player. Yeah, I knew he's pro in something, but just because you're pro at one game, I wouldn't think you would be necessarily pro at all FPSs, but I guess in his case, he's pretty legit at all FPSs, so I guess maybe his Twitch reflexes is just transfers over. That dude's got skill, though.
Why is there an inside of his helmet? Like, look.
This is a mask.
I know, but like, how can you look inside? Is there a camera inside of it?
Yeah, why is
No,
that?
it's not Freddy, the actual Freddy. It's a mask, an empty mask that you put on your head.
What's it do? Like, what's the benefit?
It's how you survive when the animatronics get into the office.
Oh, they think you're one of them?
Yeah. The only one that doesn't fool is Foxy.
How do you fool Foxy?
Flashlight.
I think how fast he said that. I need full Foxy flashlight.
So
Yes.
how is this so different?
I think he's good at Call of Duty. What was that the game with Pro in? All FPSs are pretty much the same. Aim your crosshair and shoot. How dare you? No, I'm just playing. That will upset a lot of people though. When you say all FPSs are the same. But I get what you're saying.
Best FPS is.
What's the best FPS?
Overwatch.
Overwatch is good. Calling it the best FPS.
It's not really an
Get out of here,
FPS,
kid.
is it?
What? Definitely an FPS. I see what you're saying though, because the roles, how some characters you're not really playing an FPS. You're playing a different like MOBA-ish kind of game.
Yeah.
But there definitely are roles that are super FPS. Junkrat for life, by the way. Junkrat's my boy. Twitch marathons are usually divided. Is it dividend free or divided? I think so. To what I understood from Rom Scout, don't know if it's for every charity marathon. No, we actually don't have anything like that with Twitch. I think you have to like contact them. We're just a little. It's because GDQ is like a really big deal. Obviously, everybody knows about GDQ. We're just a smaller group. We've been around forever, but we're definitely like just a little tiny group. So we don't have any. We're just like a regular Twitch partner. Like there's nothing. I wish it was something where we had something where if you sub, something that goes to charity and stuff.
But all of the money that we raise goes to.
Yeah, all the money that you're donating goes directly to them. We actually can't touch it at all. But when it comes to subbing, like when people subscribe, that's just the normal Twitch subscribe thing. Nothing special. How are you guys going? What's up, Nerd Stash? How's it going? Things are going pretty good here. Rob is a little bit delusional. My boy Lotus here just woke up, so I think he's pretty rested.
I did do the like.
That's all good, down
waist
there.
thing though, with the waiting.
What's up?
I did do that a little bit, so we can take it out.
Yeah, yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
That worked pretty well.
So yeah, we're doing good. Playing spoopy games. I've never seen this game played or like played this game, so I've heard like nothing but good stuff about Five Nights at Freddy's. I can see why these games do seem really cool.
I'm really glad that Five Nights at Freddy's is successful just for the fact that the game's creator is actually like a really nice guy.
True.
And you love
Super
seeing
nice
a
guy.
person who is successful who's also a really good person.
There's a really
Very-
inspirational story behind
Five Nights at
behind his creating Five Nights at Freddy's.
If I recall, I remember you telling this. It was that he had made games in the past and that were unsuccessful, and weren't they like Christian games? So
Yeah, they were like
Children's Christian?
games for Christian, and they had characters that looked similar to the animatronics, and people said they looked like scary animatronics.
So he just made.
And he
them
felt so
scary.
down about it and almost got out of game making, but then he was like, you know what, I'll give them scary.
and then he was super successful.
It's
So
awesome.
yeah, he's an awesome guy. That guy has donated tons to various charities. He's a great guy. Yeah, he actually donated one time during one of our marathons. What were we playing last time?
That was Five Nights at Freddy's.
We weren't playing Five Nights
The
at Freddy's.
donation thing was up, but Jazz was playing it.
Well, I mean, she was playing Five Nights at Freddy's, but what was the marathon for? Like, what was leading up to the marathon? What was that?
I don't think it was actually during the marathon.
Oh, it was. She was streaming leading up to. It was the month. So we were doing a Mario marathon, and the month leading up to the Mario marathon starting, people get to do their own streams to raise money leading up to the marathon. And she was playing Five Nights at Freddy's, and he stopped by her stream and donated like, I want to say like $5,000 or $8,000 to charity. The dude's awesome. So, but he that's not just us. He's done that with tons of groups. He just is all about charity work. So it always makes it awesome when you know, hey, this person made a great game, but then they shared their success. You guys watch Seinfeld. Seinfeld, I may get a little bit of hate, but I think a lot of people will agree with me. Seinfeld is freaking awesome. Seinfeld's like easily one of my favorite shows of all time.
Seinfeld's
Easily.
great. It was really good. It's not one of my. I don't know. It's like top 20.
Dude, it's like top 3 for me.
Top 3.
Yeah, I love Seinfeld.
So Office.
Seinfeld. And
Family Guy,
I don't know, the other one I'm kind of like up in the air. Even I kind of like.
Lost.
No, Lost freaking the ending, like the last month.
Ah.
Hell no. They made me angry.
So-
Lost made me
Death Note.
angry. Death Note. Well, anime is in its own category.
What's number 3 then?
You subbed to 13 more people. What the heck? I can't tell. Cassandra, you're crazy. But just know that when you sub to people, that money goes to helping them out and increasing and growing their channels. So,
Very true.
so basically, it's like you're saying, hey, I like your content and I want you to use these funds to help grow your community. So all those people you sub to, that's what you're basically the idea. Oh, also you get emotes. For everybody you sub to, you can use their emotes that are specific to their channel. I can't think of a great way for you to look up Oh, I know. If you just go Twitch emote, type in Google Twitch emotes and then the name of the channel, it'll tell you what emotes are specific to that channel. And it means that only when you subscribe to that person do you have access to those emotes.
Oh dear Lord, Mangle's in the room.
So what was your third favorite show?
So,
Just open.
I said no, that one's kind of up in the air. Airheads, I don't know if I was ignoring you, I apologize.
What's up, Airheads?
You and like 90% of America love Seinfeld. Well, the thing is, I would say, yes, I would say a lot of people like Seinfeld, but I think in the younger generations, it's not as like, not that they dislike it, but they just don't really know of it.
Yeah.
I want to comment on Forsen Wall, but I recognize the name, but I can't think of who they are exactly. There's someone's popular, because I recognize the name.
Oh yeah. But yeah, we went to the to the St. Jude Summit or whatever. They had a bunch of like Twitch streamers and stuff there. It was super cool. Yeah, Tenchi was there. Unholy Temptress. Awesome streamers. Bacon Donut.
He's a Hearthstone streamer, though. That makes sense then, because I've watched a lot of Hearthstone streamers.
You play Hearthstone?
Yeah, I played Hearthstone for like 2 months. I'm not very good at it, but I watched a lot of streamers. And I think the one that I watched play probably the most Hearthstone would be crap. I can't believe I'm blanking out on his name. He's
Just
like
switch to 3 now. Just keep switching. Just keep playing 2.
I'm blanking out on his name, and you're probably thinking, oh, that means he hasn't watched him much. But I've watched this dude a lot, and he's like a WoW player. He had the hair surgery recently. What's his name? You know what I'm talking about. if you knew the person, you probably know what I'm talking about. I don't know why I'm blaming or not blaming. I don't know why I'm blanking out. Noxie, I was actually just watching. I think it was like not Crib. I have watched Crib before, but I'm not talking about Crib. Not Dan's game. Ken Bone, that Ken Bone meme, I think is hilarious. Wreckful, that was who I was thinking of. Winty Fresh. The fact that I didn't know his name, people would be like, oh, he must have watched him like one time. I've actually watched him quite a bit. I watched him play Hearthstone, then he did his little thing with Pokemon Go. I didn't like the Pokemon Go once because he was getting creepy. It was like going up to girls, just like, he's like, dude, I'm gonna hit this girl over here, and you're just like, oh god, please, I can't watch this cringe. It's weird because no, not Raynad. I'm not a big fan of Raynad. He is really good. He's like cold hard and calculated, but he kind of creeps me out, like a sociopath or something.
Oh, gee.
If you watched him, you would agree.
Does he not blink that often?
Dude, his blinks are rare.
Whoa. So you know that's a
Yeah. I actually haven't did his APM or blinks per minute BPM. What's his BPM? You remember when that dude got robbed playing Pokemon Go? Dude, apparently a ton of people have claimed that bad things happen because of Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
Kimbo was gotten a lot of. Oh wait, the dude was actually legit on Reddit. Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Now I'm curious. People of sodium chloride. I haven't checked that out.
Oh,
later.
I think it is.
Oh god. He was adorable though, so that's all that matters, right? You can be weird as long as you're adorable.
I mean, look at Wazuki.
Perfect example. I never touched Pokemon Go. Well, you're one of the few.
That
I
was probably too
was
late to
creeping
get
on
into it
Pokemon
now.
Go. There it was. That's a haunting.
That's not. That's not. That's not. That's not. That's Freddy's. So do you find out the story like between nights, kind of?
In Five Nights at Freddy's 1, you have to look at the cameras to find special pieces of paper that give you the story.
Debonair, yeah, sorry if I misunderstood something. I tend to do that at night.
I don't know how the story gets told in 2.
Yeah.
Wreckful is definitely the person I was thinking of. Yeah, I went on a rant for a little bit about Wreckful. He's a little bit interesting individual, but at least he's entertaining.
That one's terrifying. The flying one? Is that one flying?
It's on the ceiling.
Let's see.
It's called Mangle. It was just a new version of Foxy, but it was like one that children could play with, and they kept taking it apart. So they eventually
Yeah,
just
he
left
did.
it like
He did
that.
get a hair transplant recently. I'm curious to see what he's gonna look like in a couple of months.
Let's wind up music.
The first time you played
Keeps the
this,
puppets
was
from
this scary?
attacking.
The first time you played this, was this scary to you?
I wouldn't say it's scary. It's just the tension of playing it.
Yeah.
Like, my heart started pounding while I was playing 420.
Every time you
What?
say that.
What?
Bro, I was like, what were you doing? I don't think that was 5 Nights at Freddy.
Yeah, that's a different name for that.
But to all the new people, I appreciate you stopping by the channel. Definitely
Yo, you guys
follow us or whatever, because we aren't going anywhere. We've been around for 8 years now, since before Twitch even existed. They were just on TV, then we went to Ustream, and then they were like, dude,
Get out of here,
we
man.
making this thing called Twitch, and we're like, we're in, and here we are.
Hey, Freddy.
Yeah, we are, Debonair for sure. Rob, what's your Twitter and your Twitch?
And Twitter as @GreenShirtRob. It's a long story.
Go ahead and type each one as we, that way it'll be cool. Green shirt, Rob, it's a long story. One time he wore a green shirt.
And the name just stuck.
So he's posting in the chat. Green shirt, Rob. And then afterwards we'll put in. Wait, is Lotus has been changed? Has it been changed over there for your handle on the screen?
There we
Lotus?
go. That's
How do you know?
mine.
Don't know.
Let me check real fast because Lotus should be on the screen since he's playing.
Thank you, Ash Brown.
Whoa, let me check it out.
And my Twitter, I believe, is just TSG_raw, but I usually do my streaming
Yeah, you're
on
good.
TSG Presents. So it's usually where I do all my streaming.
So
Some point and click adventures, some spoopy games, some Overwatch every now and then.
some spooky. And then this is I call him Lotus. That's the first alias I knew him as, but he goes by.
It's a long story.
He also goes by Blaumagier, but you can see it down below, both his Twitch channel and his Twitter. My Twitter is Chase TSG, and my channel, that's the Twitch channel is Dunk or Slam. It's a whole thing. Don't worry if you didn't understand that. If you follow me on Twitter, it's easy to find my Twitch.
It's just TSG.
The reason I
underscore.
TSG, no, just together like that. There you go. Rob's posting it in the channel. The reason I stream on my own channel is because I say a lot of dumb things that I don't want to hold. I don't want it to affect TSG.
Dang it!
90% of my
That's
vocabulary
Foxy.
consists of
Oh, that's late.
F this and F that.
What was that?
F you. Game boring. No, it's game boring.
Game blouses.
Game bosses.
Y'all want some
So,
pancakes?
Thank you, Hash Brown. Not at Douglas Slam. That's my Twitch.
Are they? Yeah, hey.
What is your channel? Let me just put, As Brown posted it right above you. Dude in the back.
Dunk or Slam.
I actually use my channel a lot for testing stuff that I can maybe use on TSG account one day. For example, what the heck was that?
Huh?
I was dying over there.
Dinosaur roar.
But right now,
Yelling.
I'm testing a thing where emotes, when you guys use emotes in my chat, they fall. I'm hoping to make it into like a cleaner look, and I'll have a lot of good emotes and whatnot. You can also make your own custom emotes that fall. They just like fall in the stream, like regular. It's not some huge thing, it's some small thing, and then once I have it cleaned up and looking nice and hopefully running efficient, I'll probably just post it somewhere for people just to have. But right now it's not that useful, and people could make the same thing in like 1 minute if they wanted to. It's not like some genius coding thing.
You could do this for so long. Sit back like that.
1 hour? 2 hours?
No, not that long. It's pretty,
5 days?
really 20 minutes. Maybe. 30 minutes.
Oh, Debonair says you all three are added. Thanks for the
Thank
love.
you. You're great. You're the bestest. I tweet stuff. It's funny.
Super
sometimes.
Super Doobie Doo wants you to smile, Rob. Says, hey, smile. Oh, I don't know if you have to make a noise to smile.
Yeah, I do.
Thank you for the follow there.
That's my
not
smile,
stopping.
sorry. I'm not smiling if I'm not smiling. I'm kind of tired.
You gotta,
I like smiling.
Smile. Look cute for the camera. That's why you're here, Rob.
Am I?
Thought that was why.
I'm supposed to be at work in like 4 hours.
Is that for real?
No, I'm just kidding.
I was like, dear God.
I'm not going to work today. Rob
See,
isn't
you
JD.
may
He
do
can't
me
hold the
happy.
pumpkin for that long. To be fair, JD hasn't even held the pumpkin yet, so JD could hold that kitty pumpkin over there for a while. Where's those little bitty pumpkins? That's all JD can handle.
You're
JD's
welcome,
probably
Doobie.
watching me right now. It's like I'm gonna murder you, Rob.
Oh yeah, if you're wondering why there's pumpkins back here, people donate $100. We let them just decide what they want carved into a pumpkin, and that's why there's all these pumpkins back there.
$200 donation. I will smash this pumpkin on Chase's head.
No, do not do that. That's like a concussion.
I mean, football players come all the time. You'll be
I
fine.
have no airheads, dude. You're memeing so hard. I don't understand. He's Maymaying on another tier.
Airheads are good. Candy. I like them airheads. They are stay tight. Look at that pumpkin.
Oh god, bro. How much do we donate? Not that I want any harm to Jason. To Jason?
Jason's not here. Who's,
But-
who's Jason?
I don't understand.
You think I'm Jason?
Airheads, you're crazy,
Getting your
dude.
name wrong. But Jason is at my apartment sleeping right now.
Amatlel is getting antsy at night. It's like, come on.
Not that I want to do any harm to Jason. Well,
Pentaro isn't having it. How much do you have to donate to find out the truth about? I don't even know what's happening.
Truth about bump.
They're memeing so hard or something. I don't know what's going on. It's how the internet works. You're either making jokes.
This isn't the
you are
internet
joke.
I grew up with.
We are the joke, Rob.
Are we?
Your life's a joke, alright?
Life is good.
I'm sorry, Rob. I love you.
My life is cinnamon toast crunch.
They may have just timed you out there, Airhead. Sorry. But hopefully in 10 minutes you'll be a little bit not
Who's
so
that?
next
Chica.
level memes.
Chica?
Yeah.
She's trying to give you a drink. She just wants to be your friend.
Thank you for being a friend. No stop is sad now. Katara is the best. What night is this? What night is this?
2.
Night 2.
What night do you win at?
I guess the 5th.
5.
I don't know these things. 5 nights of Freddy.
He's right too. He just noticed it at the top right. He's still waiting on that Bubsy gameplay.
Yo?
Where's
We
the
are
Bubsy?
The speed gamers. We do charity marathons and stuff like that.
Did
It's
Jazz
super cool.
leave the Bubsy game here, or was it already on my
I think it's on the
machine?
I have no idea. Hey, Airhead donated $1, so while Airhead may be a little bit crazy, at least you still can love him. He donated to charity.
You should, after this, jump to the 3rd Five Nights at Freddy's. That'd be fun. I kind of want to see like how they changed, too.
Play nicely now.
Five Nights at Freddy's 3 is.
What's the
very
charity?
different
Thank you
game.
for asking
Is
that.
it?
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Gray face guy, the charity is St. Jude. And look at that, Deli Flow is on it. Deli Flow's like, bam!
Don't make it right.
By the way, thank you to all you mods staying up late.
Sad song.
While Rob has lost his mind.
What?
But to all you mods that stayed up late and
Yes,
chill
thank
with
you
us,
guys.
I really appreciate it. You're
Everybody
awesome.
who's sticking around, you guys are awesome.
See Pentaro, Deli Flow, they're being active in there. You guys are
Whoa.
ridiculous.
That looks like a Texas-sized guy.
Five Nights at Freddy 3? No, this is Five Nights at Freddy 2. Oh wait, did I not change it on the thing? Dang it, I suck.
Well,
I
I
suck.
think it's about to play 3.
Are you about to play 3?
I wasn't planning on it. Rob wants me to, though.
Yes. Do it.
You're just Rob's puppet. Now dance.
Dad's puppet. Play Five Nights at Freddy's 3. What time is it in the Chase?
Do what?
Game time. It is 3:09.
So over here, that means it's 3.
I don't even know the stream understood what just happened. Rob asked me what time it was. I said 3:09. He said, so over here that means it's 3:10. What do you feel like the time zone difference?
Yeah.
I gotta calculate this time zone. That's like 0.00001 millisecond.
We're on the international minute border line.
Oh yeah, Britt's house is just right on it.
It is. That's why Crunch Donut one delivered.
Wait, what? You guys trying to make Crunch Donut deliver?
Yeah, they're right outside the delivery zone. Britt's house is.
Really?
Yeah.
That's lame.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Sorry if I missed anything. I was busy updating the title. What's your favorite Five Nights at Freddy's, Blau?
First one. It's the only one I played.
Oh, that's the only one. All right.
You said you played 3. It was just different.
I know what it's like. I haven't played
Can you
it.
really matter what it's like to play Five Nights at Freddy's 3?
How does one bypass the censor? I believe the censor it depends on your personal settings. For example, I think you can turn it off, but if you have it on, then whenever you post something that's cursing, maybe for you, it doesn't censor it.
It's old
It was something
game.
like that. They've changed so many settings, I can't remember the way. That may have been like Justin TV, like way back or something. I just know at one point in time there was a way for it to turn off the settings so that you didn't have to see things censored. Hello, hello. What's up, sweet time? I don't know why we're helloing, but
What's up, my
should
sweet
be.
time?
How do you do it though? And what is a censor? What's happening in the chat?
You lost your mind.
You lost your mind.
As he says something. Star. Yep, it's censored.
Phone guy is purple. Purple? Purple, bro? Purple, bro?
That's a theory.
The game theory?
Yes. It's also an incorrect theory.
Wait,
I don't understand Airheads. I don't understand the meme, so I try not to say anything I don't understand.
Who's phone guy
It's
then?
going over my
The guy
head.
that talks to you on the phone every night.
He's purple?
It's a theory, but it's a wrong theory.
Wait, like the color purple?
Yeah.
Theory.
What other purple
That
is
was a
there?
theory.
Purple only exists in theory, alright? All the other colors are real, but that one's a theory.
So he's a purple person.
Play, thumbs up. What is
Heads
this?
up, 7 up.
There you go. I win.
No one touched my phone.
What are you talking about? It's not a meme. Why I don't understand it, dude? It's going over my head.
It's a child who claims.
Seen heaven at 4 years old. Huh. Alright then.
Who claimed that?
Some child, I guess.
Everybody knows you have to be at least 5 years old to see that.
Pantaro said the marathon is 72 hours long and there's 13 hours left. Wait, no, 15. So yes, Pantaro is answering somebody's question. He knows what he's talking
15
about.
hours left?
Is there going to be a Five Nights at Freddy's 4?
There already is one.
No, I mean, he means like played.
Oh, that would be cool.
Don't know.
Right after 3.
Okay, Rob's drunk or something.
Wait, no. It would be after 3.
But the games are kind of decided by a lot of the viewers, so I have no idea what's happening. Airheads playing Pretty Princess board game, then dancing the Macarena 27 times, and she played the Hokey Pokey on one legal singing. Say one legal singing. Is it legal? Singing the theme song to Titanic.
Well, that was creepy.
That's how you bypass the censor. That seems legit. What's the point of this game? Super nuts. Wants to know.
I had the mask on. I don't know how he got me.
He's cheating, dude.
He is cheating.
Oh, we should switch to 3 now.
What's the point of this game, Blau?
To survive.
There you go.
To get your paycheck
To
and
keep-
survive.
That's life right there.
It's a ass dude.
Get paid and survive.
I don't think I would work at a place where the mechanical things are gonna kill me.
Wow, Rob. Not even, you just have to have everything the way you want it. Not, you can't have a little bit of haunting.
I'm
Maybe
cool with a little bit of haunting, but this is a lot of bit of haunting.
It's a White Lotus. I don't like this robot game. It's supposed to be spooky. It is pretty spooky, and a lot of people love this game. Actually, it's one of the most popular games I'd say out there right now.
I hate jump scares, but I love this game because it's just so tense.
So
It's all about that tension.
I don't mind some jump scares. A good jump scare every now and then.
I hate it. It's the
Rob loves jump scares. What are you talking about? You don't mind jump
It's
scares?
the
It's-
lowest form of horror.
I kind of love jump scares. They're good at times. Man, you add some atmospheric into it, some jump scares, you're good, babe.
What the heck?
Jump scares.
Life is the ultimate game, dude. That's deep.
I used to like that. I played that game a lot when I was a kid.
Then you lost.
Oh.
As you get older.
So sad.
LA Noir is a pretty
It's
good
just-
game. Why don't you play that?
It's got too real. LA Noir is a good game. You're right. It's not that spooky.
You are correct.
It's not spooky.
It's not spooky enough.
Dead Space 2 is a good spooky game.
Spooky.
Why didn't you play it then?
That was probably the best spooky game.
That game reminded me of Life is Strange.
Not really. Only like the fact that you play as a female.
Just the way it was played. Not
decisions
not
or
like
whatever.
the setting or
Yes.
anything.
The decisions that you make, but you can say that about a lot of games. It's super fun though. I like Life is Strange a lot.
Airhead says I like Dead Space 3.
Oh, what is wrong with you?
Oh snap! What was that about? You hate Dead Space 3?
Sorry, Dead Space 3 is horrible. It's the worst of them by far. It's not even scary. It's like an action game, adventure game, FPS thing.
Calm yourself, Incident.
Completely different. I mean,
to each their own, but yeah, Dead Space 1 and 2.
To each their own, but you're wrong. Their head's like, bruh.
Bruh.
Hear me out, bruh.
Man, no, Dead Space 3, God. That is crazy to me. Have you played 1 and 2? Like, if you've only played 3, then maybe you're like, this is cool, but Dead Space 1 and 2 are amazing.
By the way, thank you. What's that?
You call Bump Tungus a liar. You have that audacity called Dead Space 3. So I didn't say anything, but I don't know who Bump Tungus is. But
She-Law and Lord Amaran. Thank you for the follows.
Oh yeah, it was a Red Dead Redemption teaser. A Red Dead teaser.
Oh yeah, they tweeted it or something, didn't
Yeah.
they? Like, post up their website.
It was just red and then had the Rockstar logo.
So everybody's aboard because it's Red Dead. Everybody loves Red Dead, right?
heck yeah, Red Dead.
So you're telling me everybody's on that hype train?
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Yeah, we can't play PC games currently with our setup. Originally, we were supposed to be able to. A whole problem. It's
First
hard
Dead
to explain.
Space was best Dead Space. I haven't even played any Dead Space games. What? 2 is really good, but yeah, I think 1 might be the best.
How old are you guys?
Isn't it a novelty sequel? I mean, it might as well be.
We're old. Rob is 50.
Yep. Turn 52 this year.
Yep. I'm 27.
Is that real?
Yeah. Wait.
Make me feel old.
Yeah, I'm 27. Is that real?
Lotus is 32?
Almost.
It's close.
Off by 1 year.
But yeah, I think I look pretty good for 52. Just saying.
No stopping as a youngin'. He's
Yeah.
in his prime.
In my prime.
Going to be 200 in January. That's impressive. Feels amazing, man.
Feels like amazing. I wasn't gonna say what. Anywhere between 0 and the oldest time. Me, I'm 1337 years old. Come on, Pantaro. Come on, you could think of better than that.
Pantaro's so elite, man.
Pantaro, man.
He's old school elite.
You can't just jump to elite joke.
Well, you have to like.
You gotta build up.
You gotta build up to elite
You
joke.
gotta build up to it.
What year is this? Dude, 1337 and all that were like the original internet jokes.
It was.
Goofs and gaffs.
Then boobs typing boob on a calculator.
Did you guys know that there's a real life Five Nights at Freddy's pizzeria?
What? That's
Is that for
crazy.
real? Just want to hear over 9,000. Oh my god.
That might beat out Elite. I don't know.
Yeah. No, Elite's definitely older.
He's creepy looking there.
Older May May.
Look at how creepy he looks. So if you put the mask on too early, then you can die?
No. I
You
mean,
can't use any of the stuff.
Foxy can get you through the mask, and so can the puppet.
The puppet, aren't they all puppets?
Guy with the pumpkin is the Messiah. You're the Messiah, Rob? Debonair, you're on the age that all of us
Ask
are.
again later.
What's not a magic 8-ball? It's Debonair's around the same age as all of us.
There's a guy in DFW area who built a working Freddy.
That's creepy.
A working Freddy? That sounds
It's like, what, to be truly working, wouldn't it have to be like murdering people?
It's true.
It's not fully functional unless people are
Dang.
dying.
You dead?
Yes.
You're not dead yet.
I like the way he said, yes.
You ain't dead yet.
Yuki
Just don't
says,
take off the mask. Just leave the mask.
Yuki says 29 isn't even in your prime yet. Yeah, see, you're young.
See, you ain't dead yet.
No one claimed they were dead.
No,
But...
thought
it's
I
like,
was.
what you
Oh.
said.
I guess I put the mask on in time.
It's like, dude, 29 isn't dead. What the hell are you talking about?
See, you ain't dead yet. I don't think anybody pregnant is dead.
I said I'm 27. No stopping.
Green digit.
Dude, Infinite's all about those emotes.
Oh no, sure.
All of a sudden you just like tear a muscle.
Oh god. Alright. You made it! I told you.
People whisper you for your Twitch Prime stuff? Is that a thing?
What?
I don't know. That's what Sweet Time said. I have no idea.
Like for you said that? Yeah, what they do?
You're old, dude. Long.
What?
Thank you.
You're old, dude. Low. Low. Sometimes 3 digits long.
Sometimes one digit long.
Zero digits.
Where else you going with this one?
We could do a month. It's still a digit.
Still, yeah. Zero's
Oh
a
no, make sure you're still 0 years old.
yeah, it's a number.
It's not. Zero's not a number.
Zero's a number.
Zero's not a number. Do you want to have this debate right now?
I'm a little bit
isn't a
afraid.
number. Zero's the opposite of numbers.
Airheads wants you to be the Messiah.
Zero can't be a number.
Nothing is everything. Airhead wants you to answer the age-old question.
What's the age-old question?
Maybe we are talking about it. Is zero a number? Is that the age-old question?
Is zero a number?
Is the ice cream a pet?
Is the ice cream a pet? Is the ice cream a pet? I've said some things.
I've said some things. I regret most of them.
I've made it too close. It's only 1 a.m. You got a bar and your battery on.
I don't know what you just said, but yes.
It's because Foxy showed up. I had to
Punch
keep
the
flashing.
walls. Mount says punch the walls.
Foxy.
You're like Aristotle. Everybody says that about Rob. Socrates. I don't think they were messiahs.
I don't have any sage wisdom right now, really. I think it's just because it's too
Zero a number. What's a pigeon? What's in Phil's hat?
Phil's hat is...
That's how you know Pantoro is OG.
What's a pigeon? Yeah.
That was-
Oscar jokes.
I remember when Chuggo was like waffling in the room about that.
Dang it.
He says, "What's a
You
pigeon?"
dead? Are you dead?
I was like, "Oh my god."
No, I'm not dead yet, but Mango's on the roof.
Oh no.
What kind of pants did Pablo Escobar wear? Messiah. I believe that's a question for you, Rob.
They were like a purple suede. They had little bitty pink purple dots on it. I remember commenting on it. It was really weird. He just showed up one day and tried to make like some crazy like fashion statement. And we were like, dude, those. No, I don't know what you're trying to say in those. So you won't read about that in any history books, but that happened.
I don't know what you're talking about, but Fantastic for the Win says, when was your guys' first ever stream? Dude, we're gonna take you back, right?
March 2008.
March 2008.
Oh, 17.
What?
March 17th.
Oh, dang. Was it really the March 17th?
Sounds about right.
We started in 2008, March 2008. For some reason, Rob thinks it's 17th, so maybe that's it. We were young and wide-eyed.
Yeah, yes.
World was ahead. No,
It's a bunch of
it wasn't 2008 March. We were on Justin TV because Twitch didn't exist back then.
which did not exist.
I want to say about a year later, we moved over to Ustream.
Mm-hmm.
We were on Ustream for about a year or 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's whenever Justin TV was like, hey, we're making Twitch. And we're like, psh, we're
Down.
coming back. We're down. And so then we came back.
Yep. And the rest is history.
Oh, and the first one was a Zelda marathon. I have no money, rip. Well, that's perfectly understandable. Not everybody has money that they can.
If you can't donate and you want to help, you can promote the stream. You can promote the stream
what
through
is-
Twitter and Facebook.
Yeah, if you just let people know about the stream, that's awesome too. And just hanging out and just talking in the chat, all that gives us energy, keeps the hype flowing. So just because you can't donate does not mean you can't help out. So just chilling, talking, keeping Rob
Yep.
remotely sane. I
Thank
don't
you.
know. I don't know if you can just say sane and Rob in the same sentence.
I'm totally sane. What? you talking about? What's a good
Messiah, does the Grinch have a shadow?
Chase, do you think that it would be possible in your lifetime, like in our lifetime, not that much younger than me, for us to like go to space or like the moon or
What?
Mars or something?
We already been to the moon, Rob.
No, I'm talking about like us.
Oh, I was like, Rob, I'm about to drop some knowledge on you.
What? We landed
In
on
our,
the moon.
do you think we'll ever see someone land on the moon? Rob, I got some stuff to tell you. I'm gonna blow your mind. No, you mean us as like us personally?
Like commercial space travel.
It depends on what you consider commercial. Just is any regular person has the option? Is that commercial? Like if I was, for example, I could see for like a millionaires only. You know what I mean? But it's still commercial.
Think of it as like a luxurious vacation type of thing, like going to Jamaica, like that kind of money spent. Maybe a little bit more, but
It's
that
hard.
kind of thing still.
There and back, or just there?
Even just there.
Because I
like,
believe it's
set up
Elon
like
Musk.
all
His
the
plan
thing.
is one direction. Like it's one direction. You listen to One Direction the whole time on your trip.
Oh God.
That would be kind of terrifying, but it'd also be like really exciting.
Listen to One Direction for
Oh God.
what's years?
Just you're going there, you can't come back, like unless you know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what Elon Musk is planning. Like
So he's planning on like building a colony like on Mars.
yeah,
right, or
that's
something.
colonizing Mars, because he said space planetary. What is it considered whenever your species has multiple planets? Whatever.
Yeah.
Forget the word I'm looking for, but
Interplanetary.
there you go.
Interplanetary.
And he said that was necessary because
Because this world. we're
well, you should always make sure to have like a backup plan, basically.
Oh,
And Elon Musk is a genius, so.
is it?
But
No,
that dude is super smart.
But he also thinks that we're all in the Matrix. I think.
Dude, it's for real. What? You don't believe that? That theory makes sense.
Are you
That we're,
crazy
that we're
right now?
computer simulation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is going on?
I mean, in theory, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But in reality, no.
But if in theory, if it's logical, then you're like, well, that has to be.
So
it.
in theory,
Yeah.
here's how it goes. Then I go home and like you have just been a computer generated thing. Like you don't exist outside my
No.
perception.
More, your computer generation doesn't mean like that sense. Computer generation as in like this is how.
Yeah, I get that too. I think I'm mixing theories here.
I'm just talking about, is it possible
For-
for our technology one day, for us to have technology, a computer strong enough to simulate
No, but he
the
thinks
universe?
that's happening right now.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because do you believe it's possible that one day?
Oh,
Because
okay.
if that is
Yeah.
possible,
Then
that
it's-
one day,
then it's
then it's
possible right now.
then it's guaranteed. It's not possible. It's almost guaranteed that we exist in one of those simulations. Because why would we be the first ones? Because once we create that universe in a computer, then now those can people. So what's it would
I
be
don't
weird.
think so. I don't think that that's possible right now. Because I think
But it
some of
only
the
makes
things.
sense.
No, it's this stranger than fiction, like things that can be like, you can't make stuff like that up. Stuff like that happens in our lives.
Hey, it's a giant prison box.
Wait, hold on. Go say again. I was like looking at what was happening in the chat.
You know, like how people say that's stranger than fiction or something like that. Like you
Yeah.
heard that saying.
Yeah.
Like that's not something we can make up.
Yeah.
Like stuff like that happens in our lives that could not possibly like be thought up by
I have no
somebody
idea what
else or
just
something
happened.
like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like the election cycle or something like that. For
Yeah.
like the
Yeah.
example. So
But-
like things like that make me think that like we're not in a computer simulation.
But I'm saying though, like the logic though, what you say, do you think one day that we can achieve computers something strong enough to simulate a universe? And you're like, yeah, I think
I
maybe
guess by
one
that
day.
theory, no, because then we would already be in one.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But that's why you say, yeah, we are heading in that direction. That one day we think that one day we should be able to simulate the universe. And then once you say, yeah, I believe that, then it's like, well, then you basically statistically most likely exist in one.
Yeah. That's why I don't think so.
So then we'll never. So then the only counter argument is that you say we will never achieve.
Yeah.
Because once you agree that you can simulate, then it's like
That's the
99.9%.
same. That's the same thing with time travel.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
So I would just come back to this time and tell myself like,
I
hey,
don't-
time
I don't
travel's
like-
real.
I don't like the idea of time travel. It hurts my brain.
You don't have to worry about it because it's not possible.
All matter is energy reduced to slow
I
vibration.
love thinking about time travel.
We are
stuff.
all one consciousness experiencing itself subjectively. There is no death. Life is only a dream, and we're in the imagination of ourselves. Dude, that was a pretty good quote. Here's here's
only
Tom
thing-
with the weather. What was that from? That must be he's quoting something.
Time travel, though, if you think about it, it could still be possible if, like, there's multiple dimensions or whatever, so you couldn't go back to the same dimension because it splits like a timeline, so
Yeah.
that never happens.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What really blows my mind, because this obviously 100% does exist, is when how when you see, because light travels only so fast. So when you see things you've seen in the past. So as like microscope, whatever, like telescopes, whatever get stronger. Microscopes, telescopes get stronger. You see further.
Yeah.
Then you could, in theory, be in a location, then look back on Earth and see Earth like back 1,000 years ago. You know what I mean?
Dang.
If you were able to travel faster than light, of course.
Yeah.
If you achieve faster
Once-
than light, you can
once-
look
yeah.
back with the telescope and see like, you know, hundreds of years ago. That'd be freaking crazy.
So do you think we, in our lifetime, we will develop faster than light technology?
I don't think so. No, heck no.
You like the game faster than light?
It's like that's like inner like the inner like galactic travel. Though,
Yeah, you'd
so,
be.
yeah.
well,
like different
Not
galaxies.
only that, but like faster than light, I think is something that you would. I think the idea is that you would take forever to almost like achieve that speed. It would be like a building
build
momentum.
up,
Better.
yeah, and we're not even close to that.
Yeah.
So
Who knows what the future holds, but it won't be in our lifetime.
crazy.
However, having stuff on Mars.
interplanetary travels, like Europa or something. That would be neat.
No stopping needs to know if the Grinch has a shadow. He has to know, Rob. Does the Grinch have a shadow?
Not in the animate, like not in, like the animated thing. So
There you go. Animation has never been inaccurate.
yeah, I guess maybe in the. I think he does actually in the movie.
There's nothing faster than light. It is a constant in the universe, but space can expand faster than light can travel. That's what
Dang it, this is hard.
I mean, I can't wrap my mind around it, so I don't even try to act like I know what the heck's going on. I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
Well, what's up there? What's that? It's almost like electrician, but geometrician GMD. How's it going?
Geometrician.
I beat 10 out of 20 mode 3 times on mobile. Oh, this dude's a Five Nights at Freddy's boss.
And we got boss man.
Foxy's moving at the speed of light.
True.
I got screwed
Or
up
at
by
light
Bonnie.
speed.
Bonnie
Would
had
you
to
do
appear
that
when
if
Foxy
like it
did.
was possible in our like lifetime though? Would you like volunteer to like say there's like gonna be a spaceship that goes out
Yes.
to like another like to try to find another planet that's
Yeah.
like habitable from like Earth, like not in
Yeah.
our galaxy system
Yeah.
or whatever, but like would you
Is it-
volunteer to do that?
And you're saying you're just going out there and heck no.
You would?
No.
I think I would.
The only one that I would consider is the one where it's like, hey, it's like a Disney trip where, you know, fly to Mars, go around the Mars for a day. I mean, not Mars, but like, 'cause Mars would be a day.
Yeah.
But like the moon, go there for a day and then come back.
Like that would suck because like you couldn't see your friends or your family or anything.
Yeah, it would be,
Yeah.
it was just game over.
But it's just like that discovery. It's
Because
like the
It's almost like you'd almost be dead in a sense. Obviously, they know you're alive, but once you're gone, especially if you have nobody to contact,
yeah,
you are
exactly.
dead. You are
Pretty much.
You don't exist anymore. You exist, but you don't. You're not
You
even
have
alive
to think
in
about
any
it
form.
though, like back in like the frontier days. That's basically what they did though. Like
Yeah,
to
that
find
was.
out like United States, like other places like that, like other countries and stuff.
But at the very least, they had the option. I guess is what it
Yeah.
is. You had the option to backtrack. Once they can be like, man, I want to go back. Like, guys, can we turn this ship around?
That's crazy.
I wanted one last bite of Chipotle
Yeah.
before we leave.
What if it was for like the Earth was dying though? And, like,
There's dying. That's way different.
yeah.
Yeah. But if it's just like for the good of humanity, just to help us like advance, I'm like, man, there's a lot. I don't know why I'm the option here. Like, there's some geniuses out there. Put them on
No,
this
Chase,
ship.
we gotta get you on this
But
ship.
it's like you're in this perfect spot. You're stupid enough to not realize that you're screwed when you go out there. Like what? Like wait, what? He's like exactly. You don't understand enough to know that you don't want to go out there.
Yes. It's funny. I don't know, man. That just intrigues me to no end. Like, knowing that all of that is out there, and then, like, we don't know any of it.
Yeah, people of the sodium chloride talk about warp speed. Yeah, that's another thing is like when it comes to traveling, that's why you have to do that whole like idea of like building up momentum at a constant rate, because if you say you could travel at the speed of light, it would just kill you anyways. You could just achieve something that just goes at the speed of light, you just demolish everybody and everything inside of it.
True.
So I don't even understand.
It's the same thing, yeah, with like warps, like stuff like that, like Star Trek stuff. Crazy, man. It's crazy.
That's all my brain has left in it. Wasn't
If you
much.
were
That's
a
what I have.
bioengineered organism. We kind of are, right?
Yeah, because of like medicines and all that.
Medicines and all that, and just like evolution and. Yep. Wonder if we'll have like cyborgs like in our lifetime too.
It depends what you consider a
Yes,
cyborg.
like
Because
the
in a way, we
ASX
kind of already
system.
do have cyborgs.
Like augmentations that like. I'm trying to think of, I guess what they could do. Like, you know how. Like some people are like hot all the time. You could get like an augmentation and like change your body temperature and stuff like that.
That would be crazy.
Yeah.
That will not be in our lifetime.
Charmel needs one of those.
She's always cool.
Always.
She's always cold.
Yeah.
It's like 72 degrees, and she's like, I'm cold.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
like, are you
I mean,
kidding
that's-
me? I'm over here sweating.
That's because, the male body temperature is higher, like resting rate than the
See
female body
you.
temperature.
Ross trying to tell us like he thinks guys are hotter. In a very subtle way.
Yeah.
Guys are way hotter.
Jeez.
Ever seen Interstellar? Yeah, Interstellar is awesome.
Yeah.
Very
I
cool.
loved Interstellar. So good.
You've seen Aliens 3.
I have seen Aliens 3. It's
Dang it.
Alien's the best. Alien 2 is the second best. Alien 3.
Oh. Artists, or is that Arters said aliens don't exist. Do aliens exist, Rob?
I think that they could very well exist. Yes.
I think it's very likely, especially
Yeah.
if you think about it on a very small
Yeah,
scale,
yeah,
where you just think about
exactly.
if you can
Then I
include
think it's
any
like
plant life.
99%
Like,
that they
yeah,
exist.
it's like
yeah,
you can't wrap your
almost
mind around the
100%.
fact that something microscopic is living on another planet, dude. That's like
I
guaranteed.
am dead.
No, if you're talking about something that's like a super
We're talking
advanced,
about like an intelligent life form.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's more difficult.
especially when you start talking about intelligent life form that has come in contact with us, then it's like, okay, now you're getting really out there. Aliens are true. Aaron's all about those aliens.
What's that thing? Is that it up there?
Do they playing all parts of game? DMI, you're a little bit out there, but we are playing all parts of game.
Yes.
So the answer yes.
Yes. 2 hours. Only 2 hours left. No.
I don't think I'm gonna make it. My battery's about dead.
There are more
Turn
galaxies
on
than there are
lights.
grains of sand in the earth. We aren't special.
Who
Dang.
knows?
People's getting real.
You can still be special. Like I don't understand that argument. Like you're not special. You're still special. Just because there's so many other things in the world doesn't mean that, or in the universe doesn't mean you're not special.
I think the argument isn't that you aren't special. It's more that nothing matters.
I don't think that's true either, man.
Nothing matters. In that sense of look how massive everything is. Nothing matters.
But in your own like world, like things definitely matter. Like love.
Nothing
and stuff
matters
like
on
that.
the universe, on like the galaxy. You know, like nothing matters on a large scale. I guess what they mean. Obviously,
Yeah,
it matters
but-
to you because your scale is what you can see and do around you.
But that's what you should value, right?
Yeah, but I mean, like in the sense that they always try to bring people back to reality with that thing. It's supposed to be like a person who thinks that everything's so important, like everything's about them.
yeah,
And it's
yeah.
like,
I
dude,
get it.
like,
So trivial. Like,
Yeah, it's like
oh
this.
my god, you're not gonna believe what happened at Starbucks today.
yeah, it's like, dude, it's nothing. I got there's only so much time in my life.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear this crap.
I understand
I got some video games to play. Got the important stuff.
that. Only one more hour. You got this.
What's up, Summer?
Hey, summer, soul, summer.
That's a good question right there from people. Would you transfer your consciousness into a robot?
Nope.
Oh,
Like after you
snap.
die?
No, I say like you're getting old, you're gonna be dead soon. It's like, all right, you can live
That
forever.
matters though. Like, is the robot gonna make decisions for me after I die?
You are
'Cause
the
I
robot.
don't
I
want.
think is supposed to be the idea.
That is, but like, have you seen like, what's that movie with Johnny Depp or whatever, where like he's trying to like make decisions based on like what he thinks is best, and like in that process he like ruins all this stuff and like.
What's up, Gun? Wait, hold on, I'm a little bit confused. So you're saying he was the robot,
Yeah.
but he didn't have control of the robot.
I mean, his consciousness was transferred into an AI, but that was my phone over there.
What is going on over there?
I think it's my phone's charging up there.
I think they just got an HD listening on that. Is that on that computer?
Yeah.
Like they just got an HD because it does the computer sounds.
I can unplug it. Sorry.
Hopefully I didn't destroy any of your ears. No, I mean a robot you control.
Then yeah, I
You
would
should
do it.
transfer your butt to a robot
But
before
like,
you die.
what I'm thinking is like you transfer yourself after you die. Like you transfer yourself like into the internet basically, and you know everything at that point. Like the
that
robot
thing's a little
knows
bit
everything.
different. That's a little bit different because
So that's like Skynet type stuff.
Yeah,
like I have to
yeah.
protect the world from itself, so I have to blow it up, basically, like stuff like that. But yeah, I would do that after I die, for sure.
the child clone from your DNA thing. I think isn't. I mean that's whatever for the
Yeah.
fact that like it's not like I live on. Like my genes live on, but I don't live on. Like it's not like I'm like yes I would live forever now.
Well, I like the idea of like having kids, like your legacy, like lives on.
I don't like the idea of little Robs. No,
That's pretty terrifying.
Yeah, but I mean that's the same idea of kids though. I mean, I wouldn't.
But I don't necessarily want to have kids for my legacy to live on. I want to have kids like because I think that like they could.
So what are
do
you
good or
saying?
Stuff like that.
Saying you want to have the cloning thing for your legacy and kids for
Okay,
that's effed
sure,
up a little bit. You're like, you don't represent me. You don't represent me.
That's messed up. So,
I don't even know you. Like Rob, he's like 5. Get out of here.
this is my biological child. My clone child. It's like Gattaca.
But the one for controlling a robot on the other hand, if I was like getting old or something, yeah, heck yeah, I'd be down for going
I
to a
don't
robot.
see the like downside. I guess. I mean, unless you think that like maybe once you die you should like stay dead or you should be
Yeah.
remembered like that.
It'd be like
instead of,
religious,
a
something
robot.
maybe religious
Yeah.
clashing into it. But the other, I try to look at it as because the robot could be basically exactly as I am now, just existing with parts that I don't have to worry about. Like, hey, I ate too much McDonald's. I am going to die.
But true. Then again, you wouldn't have that. You wouldn't be dead. You wouldn't be alive. Or would you be? Like, can you transfer a soul? It's like that kind of stuff.
Oh God. That's duty.
I know, right? But yeah, and then you have to think about you couldn't get enjoyment like from food anymore.
That would
Stuff
suck.
like that.
That would be pretty terrible. Because food is awesome.
It's kind of like the whole like Android thing. Like, if you could like live for another 500 years, but you could never like enjoy food or anything like again, like would you do it?
Yeah, because it's like you're not living it all.
I don't know what I'm doing wrong with Mangle. I
Or,
thought you just had to shine a light on her until she goes away. When she's in the-
light on me.
when she's in the vent.
Is that her up there?
Yeah.
No stopping is crazy, dude. If I become an immortal, an omnipotent being, why not? There's no reason to suffer.
What about like a vampire?
Oh, he said, why not? I get you. I was sorry. I was a little bit out of that. He's like, why not? Up. Floop says up. I don't know. Something up.
What if like vampires were real and like you get bit by a vampire and then you could like live forever, but you'd have to like feed on like it's a morality thing.
Yeah. That'd be pretty selfish. Like, I'll sacrifice your life and your life and your life, but I need my life.
Put on the mask.
Some people would jump on it though, in a heartbeat.
Heck yeah. There's people running for office.
Yeah, both probably.
Like, what are you talking about? I am surviving that way. I don't know what you're talking about. That's how they're surviving. Let's turn into Twitch plays Five Nights at Freddy's. Diagonal. If you had advanced nanobots, your body would never oxidize and therefore never age or die. That's a really interesting thing to talk about. Like the thought of not even being a robot, you could be you. Just you don't age any longer because you have an nanobot. That's
that stuff's crazy.
That's crazy. And then you have like the real out there, which I guess is not impossible, but I think is a pretty out there theory where people say, "Oh, that stuff already exists. They don't want overpopulation." I'm like, well, I can understand the concern. Our technology doesn't add up. Like we are far, but not so far that we have nanobots that keep people alive forever.
Like, if we
But
had
I definitely
nanobots
think that
keep
could be
people
a.
alive forever. Then we'd have like interstellar like travel stuff like that. I would think.
Yeah. Like once we start getting, once the human race is up, then it would be like, and if they for some reason they're crazy advanced, and then for some reason there still isn't that, then I'd be like, okay, you guys are holding out. Especially when it's like, oh, this politician has been in power for 200 years. He had some good genes. Like he looks like he's 20.
Oh man, crazy, y'all.
Nothing is infinite.
Conversations.
These go against the fundamental laws of physics as we understand them.
As we understand them, that's the key.
Well, not only that, but it's still there still comes at a cost. You gotta understand that the nanobots aren't like magic. It's like it's something that it would be like a maintenance kind of thing. Like you still have stuff that.
Nanobots are scary though too, because like think of like a Resident Evil like hurt or freaking disease or something. Like what if someone were to develop that and like someone were to like mess with the like formula or something?
But Rob,
create,
if we
like, a
had
disease
nanobots,
like
we would have explanations for everything. Haven't you
I like
played
how-
Metal Gear Solid?
Soccer dude has something to add to this conversation.
Oh man.
Sometime, I like to pretend I'm a carrot. Soccer dude, I love you.
Yeah, that was amazing. Bringing us back to reality. Sometimes I like to pretend I'm a carrot. I would love to be like, there's like an important like TED Talk or something going on, and like somebody just chimes in. Sometimes I like to pretend that I'm a carrot.
If you're immortal but still have a human strength, the chance of you becoming permanently mobilized becomes 1. Yeah, because it's like if you're immortal, then it's just gonna happen eventually. Like
Immobilized, just like
eventually something will happen that you cannot do anything.
if you're immortal.
Yeah, because it's just, for example, the world could get hit with a comet or something, and you're still alive because you're immortal, but
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
unless, like,
It's gonna happen eventually.
yeah.
Thank you, Soccer
Right.
Dude 07. Anytime you're dealing with infinity, yeah. Infinity as a concept exists, but there is no physical force that represents infinity, only conceptual things like numbers. Yeah.
I guess the only thing that could represent infinity is the thing that's been around forever. so
Sideways
far.
8.
Nothing. Nothing's been around forever.
Hey, Sideways 8 represents infinity.
We don't know if nothing.
Sideways 8 represents infinity.
Yes, there you go.
Dropping some knowledge.
We don't know if nothing's been around forever though.
Nothing.
We don't know if nothing's been around forever.
Nothing's been around forever. Everything is nothing is nothing is nothing.
Nothing is the thing that has been around forever.
Nothing's forever because even if there's some all-creator God, that had to be created.
Yeah.
Not that there's a God, but not there's
But
not a
people
God.
who believe in God think that God didn't have to be created, which blows my mind. I don't know. It's crazy.
It gets
all
real.
that stuff. Yeah.
Our little monkey brains can't
It's true. They
can't,
can't.
can't understand what's happening.
Yeah.
My
Guess what I
brain
joined the
hurts.
Church of Scientology.
No, stop being crazy.
Oh, man.
This mobile version. How does mobile version compare to the desktop version of Five Nights at Freddy's? Someone wants to know.
I think it's a little easier to play
On the desktop?
because
Or on the
touch
mobile?
controls just are easier
Be
to
on the
do.
mobile.
Well, you just click, right?
Well, you have to swing the mouse across the screen to rotate your view.
Yes, that's true.
And it's, I don't know, I don't have much luck with mouses.
I love my nice.
I hate those maces to pieces.
Great Maces. Hate that mace.
Pantaro said, let's avoid talking about religion, politics, and the Great Pumpkin.
Too late.
No one talks about the Great Pumpkin.
Too late. All hail the Great Pumpkin.
All hail the Great Pumpkin.
All hail the Great Pumpkin.
The Great Elron Pumpkin.
How'd you get me?
You had your mask on.
I know, he's not supposed to be able to get me. Only Foxy can get you through the mask.
Foxy lady.
Rob's like, all right, the concept of time. Oh, Foxy lady.
Gotta pull that swag out, you know.
Can the Messiah not answer our question about whether or not he listens to the band Real Big Fish?
Oh yeah, I know Real Big Fish. I love their hit single Catfish.
I don't know if Rob's trolling at this point.
Yeah, I don't know who that is. Wasn't Big Mouth Bass like part of that group? The Charlie Brown one. Yeah.
The Messiah will never reply.
I just did. Alright.
God has spoken! Down, you
just,
peasants!
I just. Yes.
Rob has lost touch with reality. The Messiah has spoken.
I just did.
His chair's like jacked up.
He's counter trolling. That one, I mean, yeah, that's Alabama.
That's my chair.
The chair has like a little bit of a jacked up thing over here. What's that?
As what?
It's not. It's not staying up. Can't keep it up. The chair.
So how about them Cowboys?
Thank you for clarifying, Rob.
How about them Cowboys?
About them
About them
Cowboys.
Cowboys 5-1, baby. Woo! Should Dak Prescott continue to be the quarterback for those Cowboys? That's the question.
Yes.
Without going into too much conversation about the Cowboys, I love Romo. I love
Me
me
too.
some Romo. But
Momentum
I don't want him to get any backlash because that dude's a god.
Yeah.
And I want, if anything, him to be the one that if things go bad, he gets to save the day.
Yeah.
Not vice versa.
Very true, very true. I agree.
So if you truly love him, you have to let him stay out for a while.
I like Romo, but he chokes a lot.
No, he doesn't. He gets hurt a lot. He doesn't choke.
Well, he does that too.
That's what everybody says.
Romo doesn't
Did
show.
you know that Tony Romo? I don't want to get too deep into
He's like the
this,
clutchest
but he
quarterback
has,
of all time.
yeah, his statistics say he has the most fourth quarter comebacks of any quarterback in the NFL.
Dude's a
ever.
boss.
He's probably also got the most fourth quarter give the game to the other teams.
Bull crap.
Have you seen Eli Manning play football?
Dude, Romo's clutch. Haters gonna hate.
Yeah. I got stats.
I'm just saying, there's been many
Romo's
times
stats are
that
legit,
I've gotten
man.
quite irate just because he threw away a game.
Yeah, Cowboys fans are sometimes the worst fans. Sometimes the best fans. I'm going to move on to my food material. Oh man.
What's the deal with airline food?
What's the deal with airline food?
How many rings does Romo have? Oh, Kronos is a hater, dude.
Thought I might have gotten the music
Got
box
me
going
there.
in
He
time.
did give me.
He isn't Tom Brady, but he is
No
good.
Brady.
You can't hate on Romo. He's likable. All I'm saying is, everybody wanted to talk crap about Dirk Nowitzki until we showed him why he was the German god.
Would you rather have the Mavs win another championship with Dirk, Cowboys win a Super Bowl, or Texas Rangers win a World Series?
Wait, so what was the option again? It was just basically our three teams. The Romo one, just because my favorite Dirk is
Dirk's
hands down,
already got
but
one.
he got one,
Yeah.
and everybody shut up because they realized, oh crap, we're stupid.
No,
Romo doesn't have that moment, and
But I would really like to see Dirk get another. But I mean,
Yeah.
that's being, I don't know. If I had to choose one, yeah, it'd be the Cowboys.
John Gordon's on mobile. What the heck is he? He's
You gotta it's given the chance. I mean, it makes sense, but then you got to think about like, I don't know.
I would not genetically engineer a child. You haven't seen the horrors. I do. Character creator. The mother would never judge.
Imagine if it's like that.
Yeah, nice, Cameron,
You
nice.
just get, it's like a Sims menu or whatever. Oh, dang.
He's like, what abomination have you
You
created?
got a monster factory, this kid. Oh, man. Yes. take like 9 months to design. Movies have proven that genetically engineered children are always a bad idea.
Yeah, but once we get to the point of genetically engineering a child, I mean, it's like there are definitely going to be people against it. There's definitely gonna be people that do it regardless. So
We already are there.
well, I mean, but completely like
I know, not on
Like, people can modify things about their child.
yeah, they definitely can modify stuff, but it isn't at such detail.
It's
of
not
like
you know, like if they're gonna get like heart disease or something like that. You can't like stop that.
yeah, you can't be like, all right, we'll have this.
No,
and
but you
this."
can, like, choose a hair color and stuff.
You could do that. You did that right now. What you talking
That's what I'm saying.
Thank you.
Does the ice cream a pet?
Try telling that to the government. Just see that in there. It's like,
God damn, that is the
Try
government.
telling that to the government.
As he has like his gun, he's like a shotgun. He's like typing it.
Oh, man.
Jasif played what's the game called for it?
Until
Dawn.
Dawn.
Yeah. Joking aside, I would use genetic modification to remove congenial diseases or harm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
I'm with you, Cameron.
For real. I mean, I gotta give him my sense of humor too.
Of course.
Dad jokes. Shit.
There's a picture of the doctor's like, you gotta make sure he has my sense of humor. Doctor's just like, and my swag? He's not my swag, right?
Swag, right? Can I check? Is there a checkbox for swag?
Honestly, swag, like, you know what? I'm gonna write it in.
Yeah. I'll write it into the other.
He's like, I'm gonna underline that too. That's pretty important. This is crucial.
The swag gene.
Doctor's just like,
Realize I circled that one, right? That is the most important. Oh man, hope you guys are enjoying us this late night shift. These are the toughest shifts to like kind of get through and stuff.
These
Yes,
are the days
because
of our lives.
I mean, not a lot of us are up and stuff.
I really appreciate everybody who's
Yeah,
staying up.
for sure.
All of you that have been typing in the chat. I mean, even if you're lurking, I still love you too.
Yeah.
But all those, everybody that's just hanging
Everyone
out.
who's staying up with us, we appreciate it so much.
Yeah, you're awesome.
Yeah.
Because it gets kind of boring whenever me and Rob do this, and there's no one. And we're
Yeah.
just talking to ourselves, and then somebody walks in. It's kind of embarrassing.
Embarrassed.
Oh god.
Are you still awake?
I was doing time card approvals.
Dude, you missed some real conversations.
It's
You
4
did.
a.m.
You missed some Lauren level conversation.
True, that would've been great.
First
Over?
off,
We
okay,
can get back to it.
this one dude, right?
This one.
When he's alone, his name's Sucker Dude.
Sure,
When he's
we're gonna
alone,
have this conversation.
He likes to pretend he's a Karen. That was the most important. That was the highlight of our conversation.
was-
Why should I be interested in this conversation?
What were some of the questions we were asking? What would be a good one?
Is the ice cream a pet?
We talked about genetically engineered children. Like, if you could do that, like, would you?
I feel like she's sitting there, like her and Brent, and the doctor's like, he has both their genetics. She's just
Yeah.
like, just none of his, all mine.
No, Brent would be the one, like, a sense of humor. Can't get that.
Just the height. Just the height.
Just that. And I do this weird thing every time I sleep. I like strike a pose. Can you give him that?
That would be awesome. Because he does this thing. So here, he'll do this when he sleeps, and he's the only person I've ever seen who like props his leg up like this.
It's weird. He's done it since forever. He does. It's because his hips are like misaligned. So
Yeah.
whenever he's like time to lay down,
What, he
he's
has
like,
hip dysplasia?
he does have like hip dysplasia.
That pumpkin is my pet.
Okay, you can have the pumpkin
It's
pet.
the pumpkin.
You're gonna regret that, but thing's heavy.
I'm gonna pull y'all and
You knock Rob out with that
Oh
thing.
god.
Drops it. It just goes perfectly around Rob's head.
I'm just running around.
You just hear him screaming.
I run into the wall.
he's the pumpkin king.
That's another part of the conversation. There was the Pumpkin King. It was part of the conversation.
Talking about the Messiah.
I just said it. The Messiah has spoken.
Oh man.
Yeah, Bryn and Lauren already do have children.
You're talking
They're
right
genetic.
now.
They're genetic. Those are the choices you guys made. It ended up with Snubble. You guys made some poor choices. Alright, look for Brit's intelligence.
Snubble does kind of strike a pose.
He does strike a pose. And he's gassy, so. That's Brit.
Who's he get that from? Okay, Brett, good.
Lauren's like, how does he know?
Yes.
I blame this on Brit.
That's funny.
The snubble.
Well, the chat has to ask some next level stuff.
True.
Guys, what's some next level questions? Warren.
We need some other next
I'm
level
not strong
topics.
enough to do that with this pumpkin. I can barely pick it up.
Power drive that pumpkin into someone.
I would not survive that challenge.
Oh, finally beat night 4.
Move the mouse, Rob.
Legit.
One night to go.
Oh. I'm surprised it hasn't done that yet.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Man, I got crazy at that last hour.
Is the ice
Got
cream
to
a pet?
fifth night.
Would you install a hard drive into your head if it became a thing?
A hard drive? Just like Google or something? Like you could like.
I'm wondering what, yeah, is he talking about for like memory, like better,
Oh, yeah.
easier memory, or is it like for like
Like,
a operating system?
upload your thoughts into an iCloud kind of thing so you would not forget. Like
God.
that would be kind of cool.
But then you'd have to like download them back or whatever.
But the thing that would be scary about that, if there was like an iCloud,
I guess if you could access it.
Yeah.
But then if you could do that, like anything could access.
I'm
it.
saying like hackers, dude.
Oh man, yeah.
Not only that, but these are like your
And
personal
it's a
like
great like
memories.
start
And
for
then
like
they'd
a
be WikiLeaks everywhere.
like a
Oh,
novel.
WikiLeaks, look at her thoughts.
Yeah,
You'd be judged on things you never actually
Think.
acted on.
That's crazy.
You just thought it, so you'd be condemned.
If you like had the choice to like be telepathic, like, would you? Because then you could like you would know what like everyone's thinking.
It's one of those things that you're like, yeah, and then you,
Yeah,
I think that
get it,
most.
and-
Some people say no. Say there's a couple people that say no, and I would definitely be one I think that says yes.
Yeah.
But I feel like you'd always be hit with regret.
I think I would say no, just because ignorance is bliss sometimes.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I would
Like-
say yes.
Yeah.
Curiosity.
Because paranoia sucks.
Yeah.
I like being surprised.
Me too. Yeah. I think if you take
That's
that away.
That's true. Yeah, it's hard. It's definitely something that you curiosity you'd want to get the best of you, but at the same time it'd probably be best if you did not.
Yeah.
How can we? Yeah, debonair. We were getting some next level discussions.
We were talking about existential.
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
You seen that?
That's a good movie.
Mhm.
It's a pretty good movie. It's not amazing, but it's pretty good.
It's really good.
It's better than I thought it would be. That's for sure. 'Cause I wasn't expecting like it to go where it did, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Wait, is that the one with? I'm not getting confused. I know I've seen it, but which one is?
Jim Carrey and
Jim
Yeah.
Carrey,
it's like
Kirsten
With,
Dunst,
Isn't is
Mark Ruffalo.
it's like the memories start getting all
who else
crazy
is
and
in
stuff.
it though? Isn't
No stopping, Skippy.
The
Thank you
female
for
actress, is
hanging
that
out with us. I really
Kirsten
appreciate it,
Dunst?
man.
Uh-huh.
Why was I thinking that was somebody else?
There's somebody else too though that he like the one that he falls in love with.
Is it Kate Winslet?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good.
think
I
it
didn't think
was
it was baby. Yeah. That was a sad one.
It
That
was,
looks pretty
but
scary right
the
there.
ending was okay. That's kind of. I guess.
And air. What the
Bye,
heck?
air.
Everybody's leaving. What is this
Please
about?
don't.
Everybody's
I
leaving.
don't want the air to leave. Let me suck
No.
into a vacuum.
How's the difficulty of the shape up? How does the difficulty shape up to the PC? Is it the exact same?
It's the exact same.
Okay, I see.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty crazy that it can be ported to mobile.
You suffer radiation poisoning that subtly
Actually, it's a
alters
little
your
bit harder
DNA by
here
breaking it
because you
down.
can't hear
Also,
Mangle in the
every
vent.
memory you ever had was still the same person.
Whoa, that's deep.
Yeah.
Physicality, yeah, but maybe not mentally.
Depends on what you consider. Yeah, what,
I think
That's
you're still the-
what makes a
telomeres on
person
there.
their
Yeah.
person? Because
I
if
think
you
you're
lose
still
your
the same
memory,
person.
you get, no, I think you aren't the same person. For the sense that, let's say you could do a brain transplant and somebody did a brain
What's going
transplant on
on?
Rob, I wouldn't be like, this is still Rob. I'd be like, no, that's not Rob. So I look at the memory losses as some reset of your brain, which is basically the same thing.
Lose every single memory. But do you still like think the same? Like, would you still make the same decisions? And
That's,
stuff like
you
that?
wouldn't, because the fact that your past memories affects how you act.
Your previous
Yeah.
What's going on?
experiences,
Yeah, that's what
you
affects
wouldn't
it.
Hey, there's a
be
purple guy.
Unless they
He's
were
like,
still there, like in your
"Hey, kid, you want
subconscious,
some
maybe.
candy?"
If he's
Yeah.
there in your subconscious, I
then
think you'd still act the same way.
you
But
have
if
to-
they're gone, then
Yeah.
I think
Then you have to think about if you make decisions, because some decisions you make on instinct, but do you draw that instinct from past decisions that you already made, or is that just like something that's built into it?
There's I would say there's very few instincts that are like, because they're like animal instincts. They have to be really deep back. Because most of them are often like past experiences.
Yeah.
That's why things, when people
And
have
if that's-
traumatizing events in their life, there's nothing they can do about it. You're that way.
And if that's all you had was animal instincts, then are you like really the same person?
Yeah, you're an animal.
no sound.
So no sound.
No sound.
I have sound.
Penguin, the keeper of sea.
Oh, he's probably watching from work where he has no sound. Just wave to him.
Gotcha.
Give him a heart. It's for Kitty. He must be watching from work. What does he have to do in this? What is the goal? The goal is to survive each night without the little creatures getting you. The reason that it's a challenge is because you're having to use like electric doors to close the room and stuff like that.
Not in this one. There's no doors.
Okay, electric something, and you need power. And if you use up all your power, then you're vulnerable until the night ends. And so that's when the creatures will come and get you usually.
This one's less about power management and more just there's so much that can get you. And you have to constantly charge up this music box, which makes you vulnerable.
Now it does. You're vulnerable all that time.
Yeah.
Who said that about shooting your zombie friend in the head? Who said that?
You shoot your zombie friend in the head. Oh, yeah, shoot my zombie friend.
Willie.
Because at that point, they're probably
Yeah, it's not the same person. Now, if they're like, it's
So
hope
what
that like
if-
you
yeah,
can reverse
there's
it, that's
hope
very
for
different.
sure.
It's basically just a lazy one.
I don't think I could shoot.
He's
zombie.
really lazy.
Zombie
I
bread.
don't think I could.
Zombie Brit.
Yeah.
What would you do with them? Just lock them up in a cage?
Just like keep them in the shed.
Pet?
Like
Feed
go
it?
down there and like, oh yeah, I don't know. Feed 'em.
How'd you feed it?
He's like snatching up people. Get in there.
I won't kill you, but I'll kill other people for you. That's friendship.
I just throw them like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
He doesn't want those.
I mean, it's still bread at some level.
He'll eat them.
The peanut butter and jelly sense is strong in this one. That can go away.
I'm throwing peanut butter and jelly. No one has ever thought of that in the zombie
He
movies.
scurries over into the corner.
All
with
these
it.
zombies coming, Rob just throws like 100 peanut butter jellies, and they all just walk away with their peanut butter jellies. Like, oh, that was all I was
You
looking
just
for.
wanted PB and J.
You can bait him. Trap him with PB and J.
Yes.
Oh, it was that easy.
Oh man.
Milan says rest in peace.
Well, what kind of jelly? What kind of peanut butter? Those are important things to
Those are
me.
two.
Gotta be Jif.
Jif, I'm with you there. Crunchy or creamy?
You mean get
Crunchy.
Crunchy. Yeah,
Yes.
that's my favorite too. Depends though. If I'm cooking, I like to have creamy peanut butter.
Eggsy face.
Yeah.
Did you put on the mask too slow? Is that why you died?
I can only assume.
There you go.
Well, what kind of jelly? Sorry, I'm stuck on this peanut
Jelly's
butter.
like peanut butter.
grape and strawberry.
I like strawberry.
Peanut butter, I feel like it's one of those things that there are the specific brands that you're like, I gotta get this brand, it's the best one. But jellies you like to mix up because the flavors, while flavors are definitely different with peanut butter, you kind of have a set
Smuckers,
standard that you like the most. With jelly, people like different, like mixing it up.
Smuckers.
That's where you really get the variety. For me,
Smuckers
you
is
know
all
me,
you
I'm just
need.
like blueberry,
Blueberry.
of like Welch's,
Blueberry.
not blueberry, grape.
Grape? You don't even know what jelly it is.
The colors are similar, alright.
The jelly I like to use is the stuff my mom makes.
Mm.
Homemade jelly. Oh, jelly.
She makes good pepper jelly too.
I like jalapeno jelly. It's
If you think we're being viewer bottom, guess we're on the front page of Twitch right now. That's why our numbers are probably very high.
Awesome. Thank
So,
you, Twitch.
thank you, Twitch, for the
Rock.
love and for bumping us up with tons of new viewers. You are awesome.
We are the Speed Gamers raising money for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital and having super deep existential conversations because it's late at night.
3 of us are Taurus, just a guess. The 4 guess.
And our next guest.
You should have guest speakers, non-affiliates. And today,
So
you're
now-
hi, it's me.
Stop it. You can learn well.
It's nice from a pet your
She would.
A5, yeah, Rezis is watching you on Night 5.
Yeah.
Just donate.
Yeah, donate. And if you can even just donate like a little amount, like at this late at night, it's freaking awesome. It's like this crazy energy through the room.
$4. And 12 cents because it's $4.
Well, $4,000.
$4,000.
Yeah.
Or $4 million.
$4,000.
Or $4 billion.
That would be awesome. St. Jude would highly appreciate it.
Yes, they would.
Same dude's like, oh, that's nice.
That's nice.
Oh, they just cured cancer. Sweet. That's always good.
Let's cure cancer. On to the next.
You schedule for next time.
Can they appear from the entrance in the middle?
Hello.
Yes, some of them can.
There you go. Exit frame.
Like Freddy there.
People of the sodium chloride is on dropping the questions and the information.
Yeah, true.
He's the conversation guy. He's the thought provoking.
He's probably great at chess.
This is great. You need someone right now.
It's true.
Keep you
Dude.
engaged.
Yeah.
Vega's really discussing the or to talk about those.
He's saying
I can vouch for that.
Rensley, what's up?
Mike,
We're having super deep conversations, Rensley. You should help us think of a topic. Conversation.
is a cowbell.
You talking about
Cat dog?
Cowbell.
Would you want your parents to think that is good? Nice.
Belly flow. Parenting skills in chat. Depends on your parents.
Maybe turn this chat around.
No.
Yeah, you should.
Dad, it's a tax write-off. I'm doing you a favor.
Yeah, it's
No.
a
Nice,
I'm
sweet
doing
time.
you a favor.
You're not against collision, as long as they're aware.
Chase, what did you want to be when you were little?
Never had anything specifically, you know, like when you play basketball and stuff, like, oh, I'm NBA, you know, but I never really had any job that I was like, that's the
Not
career
like
for me.
fireman or like anything
Yeah.
like specific like that.
That's why he is where he is today.
I'm still like, I don't know what I want to be when I grow up.
You know,
You're 27, man.
you know, a lot of people think that it's okay.
I don't know what's going on.
Oh,
Yes, dissection,
it's
baby.
getting really
It's
tense.
like 60, and I'm like, I know it.
I saw some video online.
We got a $2.97 donation from Summer. Thank you, Summer. That is awesome. Gonna fix that total. Keep up the great job of providing entertainment for a charitable cause. Thank you, Summer.
Love you,
That's awesome.
Summer. Anyways, what were you saying?
Well, it turned to 5 a.m. already.
Those words and things.
Oh, it was something I saw. It was a video. This is, I think he was Japanese. I can't remember. He was from somewhere. Anyways, he was like 80 years old, I think, and he's a model right now. But up until that point, yeah, he was like super fit, but he'd done all these awesome, cool things throughout his life. And the whole point of it was to, don't limit yourself. Do what you want to do.
Started his modeling career
Yeah,
at
he
80.
started his modeling career at like 80, but he'd done all these other super cool things up until that point. Started his own acting troupe, and
Wow. That's
Dang it.
cool.
he was really successful. It seemed like.
Oh, yeah, they're coming in now. Let's see what we got. $10 donation from Sodium.
People of the sodium
People of the
chloride.
sodium chloride. Yeah, thank you for your $10 donation. Okay. Here's to people doing the good work and taking time to help other people in life. I like that. I like that comment. Thank you, people of the sodium
People of the
chloride.
sodium chloride is
He
picking
is
topics in the
rocking,
chat.
yeah.
He's donating to
He's
charity.
donating.
This guy's the carry of the marathon right now.
Yeah.
Thank you, people. That was awesome.
His name reminds me of this one time when I put
Come
chemical
on, turn to
radiation
6.
for salt down on my grocery list instead of writing down the full word for salt.
Oh,
It was
that's
4
awesome.
letters, NaClSalt. It didn't really save me any time.
Wait, did you do it? Wait, I understand. Did you do it like by accident?
I don't know what I was thinking.
Oh, you're so close.
Instead of
Was.
salt, I put NaCl.
Almost.
Couldn't spell salt that moment, but I could spell the chemical.
NaCl.
Thanks for the donation.
Thank
Is
you.
that local?
That's a little local
Is
thumbs
that
up.
local?
That's a little local. That's a little bit local.
Do you like Foxy, Blau?
He's not a bro.
Good answer. So what about you, Laura? Did you have something you
I
wanted
do
to do
have a
when you
big
were
Foxy
kid?
plush
I
at the
wanted
house,
to be a
though.
doctor.
Oh, nice.
I got
Okay.
close.
Yeah.
Now I
Close.
manage at a doctor's
I was
office.
gonna say, you kept
You're
the-
in.
you
You're
kept
in
the-
proximity.
yeah.
Close. Maybe one day still. The dream's not over.
Yep,
I
yep.
can still go back.
Sure.
One day.
What about you,
Be 80 years old.
Lopez?
Getting
Did you have anything you wanted to be when you were younger?
Hmm?
Did you have anything you wanted to be when you were younger?
I wanted to be a video game tester.
I mean, you're kind of doing that right now. You're kind of testing the waters. That's cool.
But you, Rob?
Yeah.
I don't even know. I wanted to be a detective.
A detective?
Yeah.
Like
I
a
could see
private
you
eye.
wanting that. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's kind of how my brain works. And then I like solving problems and stuff like that. So.
Like a detective, like an independent person, or someone who
Like
works
a,
with
like a PI. I don't want to report to anybody.
your own boss.
I'll answer to nobody.
But it's nobody. I'm Johnny Live.
Like, what kinds of things would you want to investigate? Personal relationships. He's cheating on
yeah.
me.
I mean, when I was a kid, it was all just like, let's find out who stole my cookies or stuff like that. But,
We're like thinking.
yeah.
We're over here thinking of like it was always Brent. We're over here thinking of this detective stuff with Rob, and the reality is more like the what's that one, the cheaters guy, where he's like kicks in the door. We see you cheat. Like that's Rob detective right there.
It's just like solving like bank robberies and stuff like that, like capers, like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I think that's probably actually one that I think a lot of kids probably had, because
Yeah.
that's like, especially like in our generation, because that was like the kind of movies.
I was gonna go to college to be a fire science technologies like investigator or whatever.
Yeah,
Or a person who like finds out like how a fire starts and stuff like that.
that's pretty cool.
Arson cases.
Yeah, just did that. But I like journalism. I have my degree in journalism. I'm really happy now because I like writing a lot. You know, I'm not getting to do it as much anymore.
I like this question right here.
Coffee, tea, or energy drinks?
Ooh, man.
None of the above. Writing my own soda. Exclamation mark.
Chase wants to die young.
I do love tea.
What? Hold on. I want to die young. Energy drinks a choice? Give me a break. Energy drinks are way worse than you.
They
for
have
you than
natural
soda.
energy drinks.
I just think they're probably still worse.
Energy drinks give me heartburn. I can take one sip of Red Bull and I can feel it.
Dude, saying heartburn gives Rob heartburn. He gets heartburn.
Coffee. But if I'm trying to be conscious of caffeine intake, tea.
Sometimes if I like want a soda, but I shouldn't drink a soda, then I just drink.
Cream or sugar or milk.
Coffee is nasty. Tea is nasty. Energy drinks are nasty.
How do you think tea is nasty? You like sweet tea, don't you?
No, I hate sweet tea. It's like just tea. See how you drink now. Tea is like dirty dishwater. Sweet tea is like you got
You've
that
never
dirty.
had good tea. Then.
You get the dirty dishwater and you add some sugar to it. That's what you guys are drinking. That's actually how tea is made. You didn't know that?
I mean, some tea. Thank you.
You are all doing a great job.
Whoa, hold on.
Wish I could donate more, but as a seasonal contractor, this is too close to what I can do. But it's for a cause I believe in, so here's my money.
Thank you.
Debonair.
Debonair 440.
Well, if you read the comment, I can hear all of it.
Sure thing. You are all doing a great job. Wish I could donate more, but as a seasonal contractor, this is too close. This Too close to what I can do. But it's a cause I believe in, so here's my money. Thank you,
Debonair, you're
That's
awesome. He's trying to act like he donated a small amount. This dude's like over $100.
$20,
He's
yeah.
over 100 total right now.
Yeah.
Debonair, you're crazy. Dude. That's a ton of money.
That's awesome. Thank you,
Remember, all the money goes directly to charity, so that's what it's all about. You are awesome. Everybody's donated. We love you guys, especially those that are keeping us awake at night. Give us energy.
You guys rock.
No amount is too small.
Yep.
Yeah.
All makes a difference.
For sure.
So look at this. She said she likes coffee and tea, and she drinks water.
I'm thirsty right
And
now.
she knows
I'm gonna
that
get some water
the
too.
other options are
What?
disgusting.
Rob can read. Look at Renzo with the sass. Renzo with the sass.
How can you?
More
How
like
can you?
pee.
How can you? Yeah, exactly. Punkle knows what's up. But Renzo didn't even just wrote Rob can read, and Rob can just like sense. You can feel it. You can taste it. Sass.
There wasn't a question like that.
Dude, you want to talk about? No, you talk about the. We'll see. Those three choices were because of their things that provide energy, right? But if you're just drink choices in general, Lotus over here bought the most delicious one of them all. I saw it in the fridge. I asked Brent, "You got this?" He goes, "No, it's Lotus." I was like, "My boy."
What is it? You got me curious. Is it Pepsi?
No, it's the Promised Land. Oh my God!
Promised Land milk?
Chocolate milk. Promised
Chocolate
Land
milk.
chocolate milk.
I know what to get you for your birthday.
Dude, Promised Land chocolate milk. That,
I can get you the Costco size
dude,
ones too.
I'm down for
I
that.
had no idea you liked your milk.
I love the Promised Land chocolate milk.
My brother loves it too.
Promised Land chocolate milk? Dude, yes.
He loves the promise.
Wow, you're all about that Promised Land?
Their eggnog's the best too.
I didn't know Promised Land had eggnog.
They have eggnog.
We gotta read this donation. Rob's busy.
Oh man, we need to get some Promised Land eggnog then.
I never even knew that was a thing.
They used to have eggnog.
1 second.
Maybe they don't anymore.
That donation will be read out.
I'm sure it's seasonal, like
Yeah.
There was a
anyone's
donation on
eggnog
Canadian.
is.
Oh, there was?
Yeah.
I didn't hear it. Awesome.
I didn't hear it either.
Are you sure you're not just, you didn't just hear the last one?
You drunk?
You're thinking you're going. There was a $10 donation. You're right. Awesome. Thank you. Hey, Estes.
Let me see this.
Tea greater than coffee. Come at me.
Tea or okay?
I agree.
Tea is great. Tea is really good.
I think I'd rather drink tea than coffee.
I need coffee. I don't need tea.
Hey, Easta is in the chat as well.
Hey,
Ah,
I like
that's
the
a scary
name.
thing.
But
Spooky.
What kind of tea though? Like,
I like fruit teas.
mm,
Teas are good.
I don't like.
Like breakfast teas, warm teas.
I like those kinds of teas with cream.
I do like
and
peach tea.
tea
It's pretty good.
Well, I've never put cream in it. Just like some
Get
sugar.
an English breakfast tea or something
Yeah,
like
have that.
Really good with cream. Hello.
To try.
That's what the British do.
Promised Land chocolate milk has a good amount of protein. It does.
dude, Promised Land chocolate milk is like
That too.
Way
It does.
it's a way of life.
I started drinking those green goddess or whatever, like little protein drinks, kind of like for lunch sometimes. They're pretty good. They have a ton of protein.
Green tea.
But Chase would like it because it's like vegetables and stuff. So.
There's the guy. That's the one who just donated. Hey, Eastus.
Hey Eastus, thank you, Hey Eastus. It's awesome. $10 from Hey Eastus. Tea is a diuretic.
Disobedience is crazy.
No, thank you. Tea is good. I like easy tea. I remember Chase used to not drink water.
That's true. I probably went a good month without drinking water. I think.
He would drink Pepsi after
Pepsi and juice. I did have juice.
right after a game, right after
yeah.
basketball.
Oh my goodness.
It would be like cross country meet, finish to 3 miles or whatever, and it'd be like, oh, down a Pepsi.
Not even Gatorade.
Did you want to die that badly?
No, it was
crazy.
delicious.
I don't know how you've made it this
It was-
long,
Yeah,
Chase.
you when you told me that story, I was like
Because at the same
petrified.
time, I'm sure you weren't eating fruits, vegetables, any of that.
Yeah.
Oh.
You remember Brian? You know Brian. He is.
Yeah.
He was the same way. He ate healthier than me, but he was more hardcore than me.
Didn't he have kidney stones too?
His sister did. His sister did as a junior, she had kidney stones. But we would be playing basketball outside. This was I want to say just freshman in college. So I had started to drink water. Well, we were playing basketball outside. You know, the Texas.
What is this? It tastes like nothing.
the Texas heat and all that. You know, I come inside. I remember being like, oh, water sounds good because I started drinking it more often. Brian gets a Dr. Pepper and downs it. And I'm just like, oh, it was.
That's crazy.
It was something.
It was freshman year, so that's when I started drinking water. I started experimenting a little bit.
It tastes like nothing.
Yes.
But I didn't do it on purpose. I wasn't avoiding the water. I tried to drink water because I knew so hey, I should drink water. But then after it was I think it was about a month or so, I realized it's wait a second, because I had been drinking so much juice and I had been carrying. I did have a Gatorade, I think. I did carry Gatorades every once in a while.
Yeah.
But I remember thinking I never had a point in time where I was forced to drink water, and so because of that, I just wasn't.
My mom was my mom, she was super nutritional.
Yeah, your mom was always about being healthy. It just came in the stream and you got killed. Heat 70 is responsible for killing you. Wow, how do you feel about that?
People want the sodium chloride. What's that Rick and Morty saying? Oh God, I'm so confused.
Is that uncomfortable?
Hello.
It's an extension of the whole TSG running back.
Talk about that nerds eating fruit.
Oh, there it is. That's a taste thing.
How does this thing slowly scoot back?
Oh my
Real
gosh.
chase.
You're about to fall
Do you
off.
see that? How am I still on this thing?
Let me just push
No.
you. Push.
That
Fall
thing,
into the rope.
I don't know how I happened to look. I was just thinking, I was like, I looked kind of far back. I
It was
looked,
the
it was
front.
literally
I saw it.
at the front. They almost got a real show. I would have just
You
flipped
would have
back.
taken all those
Yes.
shots down.
I would have knocked down all the punches.
Thank God none of them are lit still.
On fire. I was looking at Lauren. I'm like, I have to go. I'm like, walk out.
With all the Dollar Tree stuff behind you.
Yeah,
and
the
burst
curtains
into
just
flames.
catch on fire.
Dude, some of these things look pretty flammable.
They are. God, all
Chase
that
can
stuff
see.
is super flammable. Is that black lightning?
You're so dead, Chase.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, you did. You're so
This
dead.
mangle was in the room.
Tonight. I'm good with that.
No. You got this.
That would have made for a very different show.
Front page of Twitch, just like
Dude.
fire, like it's
Pyrotechnics
Yeah.
going on in the background.
That would be legit. Somebody just, what's this Twitch website? Loads it up and the person's in their house, people are screaming.
It's like
and
one of those things that you see, I'm still here, commentating, and everything's going on in the
They
background.
got it under control.
You know, a person live streamed and I caught their house on fire. You ever see that one? Yeah, the dude, I can't remember what he was doing. He was doing something, because I remember when he was doing it, it was kind of like one of those things, I think, where you're lighting a flame and you put it out. And something happened where, he threw it in his trash can, then he couldn't get the trash can out.
Oh, no.
It got bigger. It's all live streamed. He's watching it. It wasn't on Twitch, it was on, one of the other, it was some, one of those Asian services, because the chat wasn't speaking English. So they were saying other stuff, and I remember being like, holy crap,
It's crazy.
not only would that be embarrassing in general, but you live streamed it and now it's on YouTube.
Forever.
Yeah.
Forever.
I mean, I know that you got more pressing things to take care of at that point, but I think the first thing I would still do is unplug the camera or something.
So what he does is this, first it's okay. Oh, okay. Oh, sweet Jesus. So the people in chat are their stream service has some way to make noises. I'm not sure how they were doing it. It's a little thing because it keeps beep. So the whole time he's kind of going around and penning it. He actually, at the point of the tipping point where it's this is bad. It's in a show. He goes over the computer and shuts down the stream like normal or something. He does something. Because I remember being but he doesn't fully shut it down. He tries to. I think he mutes the audio or something. So I remember why? Why would you? I gotta understand at the beginning, I was getting kind of bad. But instead he's at the point where half your house about on fire and you're just oh, I got up to
BRB.
AFK.
But yeah, it's for real.
BRB house on fire.
BRB house on fire.
Did you just say house on fire?
C- is how do you even beat this game? He's trying.
You gotta get good, scrub.
Spicy food, wasabi, peppers.
All of
I
the
like
above.
spicy food. Yeah. Wasabi good. Peppers.
I don't do well with spicy, but I like the idea of spicy.
You like? Yeah. I like it in concept.
So Chase Davis, but
Hey, Chase.
I like, for example, like when it says hot sauce, but it's insanely mild. I'm like, that's delicious.
Like
But
buffalo wing like sauce or something.
yeah. But at the same time, when it's truly spicy, like how people truly, I can.
I don't like it like spicy to the point where you can't like taste anything else.
Well, I mean, like your level is like spicy for like us is good. Probably gets already out of my.
Maybe
I'm like Jack in the Box hot sauce.
Yeah.
Spiciness.
That's
is like,
not even.
Oh, that's not hot sauce.
exactly.
It tickles your tongue a little bit. That's about it.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I specified.
I love green chilies.
Hello.
I love green chilies. So they're not that hot.
Shoot.
Taco casa hot
Yeah.
sauce.
Yeah.
I'm not used to
I'm
it.
good.
Was really
I love some taco casa.
That sounds good right now. I'm hungry.
Some taco casa.
You got a death wish. It's like, oh, it's 4 a.m. or 5
Get some
a.m.
tacos.
There's
Some
pizza in
tacos.
there still. It might even be in my fridge.
Yeah, that's right. There's like 2 slices left.
Oh, she's too bad.
Abs. You're supposed to get that stuff in the fridge within 2 hours. Apparently.
Here's how good Rob is with spicy things. He bought a bell pepper for his spicy food challenge last night.
Bell peppers.
Yeah, some bell
Oh,
peppers.
man, they giving you crap,
I
Rob.
didn't say it was a spicy challenge. I said it was a pepper challenge.
We don't discriminate. All kinds of peppers are allowed in here.
I don't know how.
Oh,
I'm
is
not
that your
doing
cheese sticks?
Yeah.
So
Push it. Oh god. Oh, there was a long. God
There's probably something
yeah,
offensive.
darn. What is that? What is it?
What do you think it is?
I
it's
don't
a
know what it
cheese
is.
stick wrapped in pasilla. Or not pasilla.
Hello. That's fancy.
It's fancy for Chase.
This is very fancy for Chase.
Screw you, Rob.
He's over here. He has graduated from Lunchables to prosciutto wrapped cheese sticks.
I hate you guys.
You picked this moment to do those, not us.
I was hungry.
Let's talk about food,
Don't ever change.
drinks,
He's the one player right now.
favorite
How long
place
this
you've
is
ever
playing?
visited.
Oh man, we haven't been to Disney World yet.
I haven't been to Disney World yet, but up to this point,
Yeah.
well,
Probably. I went to California when I was a kid. And I really liked that. It was really busy, but the ocean was really nice and stuff. We went to Lego World, and that was super fun.
Well, actually, the question when it says your favorite place, would it be like your, for example, like your
Like
favorite memory,
vacationing,
favorite
or-
vacation,
yeah.
or it'd be like, oh, this place is like a nice place.
Oh yeah,
You
it's
know what I mean?
it's a good place.
vacationing or like
Because I remember
nostalgia?
having a fun time, like a fun family vacation, like
My
in Galveston.
favorite place
I'm
is
not going to live in
right
Galveston.
here.
Oh, yeah, sure. Place that you would like to visit, but not necessarily.
South Beach was bumping.
Albuquerque. We visited Albuquerque. That was really fun, but I wouldn't want to live in Albuquerque. It was just a good little vacation.
See, my hiss was petrified for you there. Wow.
Not a place you would live. Okay.
Not a place you-
I got so close that one time.
Then if it's not a place you live, I'd probably say like, especially if you were going with friends, probably not the family one as much, but the South Beach was Miami. Dude,
Yeah.
this is crazy. But at one point,
Oh yeah,
I
I
think I
forgot
made-
that you went there. You went there with your dad. Right?
yeah, at one point I'm pretty sure I was at an outdoor strip club because there was poles, there was dancing, and there was not much clothes. And I was like, what the heck? I'm just walking down the street. How is this happening? How's this legal?
Does your mom know about this story?
It does now.
She does now.
Yeah, it was crazy. It's one of those places I think where tons of friends and stuff. You could have a lot of fun.
Yeah. That's cool.
What about the least favorite place you've ever visited?
All right, I'm gonna tell you about this state called New Mexico. All right.
You're
I know
gonna
where this
offend
is
some
going.
people, Chase. Maybe you shouldn't stand.
If you live in New Mexico, I'm sorry. I'm sorry because you live in New Mexico.
Oh my
Dude, that place. Oh my God, I
Where'd
hated
you
New
go? Where'd you
Mexico.
go in New Mexico? Though?
Wherever that Carlsbad Caverns and all that is. It was a terrible, terrible time.
It's just because you ran into spiders.
Anywhere where you have hordes of tarantulas.
Karameg lives in New Mexico.
Tread carefully, Chase. Tread carefully.
It's the
Dude.
land of enchantment, Chase.
He will be up here so fast.
Well, 13 hours about.
Had a family road trip to New Mexico. Ended up at a trucker stop with a nasty bathroom that was full of tarantulas. And that is why I will never go back to New Mexico.
We went through New Mexico on our way to Arizona. We stopped there.
Let me finish. I'll never go back to New Mexico when I've eaten in the last 24 hours.
That's true. You and Britt were terrified to eat that entire time.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Dude, it was... Heck no. You don't know fear until you've been locked in a bathroom full of tarantulas.
Oh gosh.
Was it as soon as you sat down? You sat
No, I
down?
didn't even sit. Like, it's at that point where it's like, and you're like at the toilet, but you're just like, hold your shorts, and then all of a sudden, I just became aware of my surroundings, and was just like,
Did any hiss at you?
no, like there were just tarantulas, like, because the picture of the corner of the wall's here, 'cause there's a toilet, and that's where I think it really caught my eye, because the webs were like this, like all over, and they were just like solid on that wall, and I was just like. And that's when I turned to get out, and there was that huge hairy one just like on the floor. I had. He must have either moved there or I had stepped over him when I walked in, because he was in the way that I had came in. Because there's only one way out. It's a tiny trucker's bathroom.
Oh gosh.
So that huge one on the floor though.
Ugh.
Hell no.
You didn't have to use the restroom anymore?
No, I didn't. I was done. I was like, I will literally.
We're good.
I don't care if I have to pee myself, whatever. I will be in the car. I'm
What a
going.
win.
It's like that movie Arachnophobia.
What a
Have you
win.
seen that movie?
Yes.
I couldn't sit on a toilet for months.
Scared of a little spider.
You like where you like hover just above it. I can't sit. I can't
You
sit.
said what a win?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
a
had a
little
pet
spider?
tarantula.
You had one pet tarantula, not a million in a bathroom that you went to.
Yeah, it was pretty scary. But I feel like if you had one, while it would definitely be uncomfortable for you, you may not be as petrified. You know, the fact that you're a kid, not only that, but like, I don't know, it just seems like a very traumatizing event, I think, regardless if you have
Were they big, like tarantulas?
Oh yeah, no, the one that was on the floor was.
So they're what you think. They're the
was-
ones that you think about when you think
Yeah,
about
like the movies, like Home Alone and all that. Yeah, that was them.
They were
They were the hairy, the real big.
Skin's like
spiders.
The ones on the wall, there was big ones, but not every single one. They were like all like size, like there were tons. Like I just remember you're
Baby
just like,
ones.
yeah, they were like all, because it was like all these webs, and they were like, they didn't look like they were all the same type either, because they all looked very different. But the one on the floor was huge and hairy.
Tarantulas
And
don't.
that was like,
It was the mama.
Just like
Tarantulas burrow. They don't make webs.
I just know there was, it may not have been a web, there was something on the wall, because I didn't like go for the breakdown, because they were all on it, like they were solid on that sucker. Like I said, they could have been different spider types. I just know the one on the floor.
Logan's just trying to poke holes in your story.
Dude. All I'm saying is, go to New Mexico. I was like,
I'm not saying there wasn't a web there. I'm just saying
There
there
were
wasn't a
probably, like,
tarantula
10
web. 'cause those don't
tarantulas.
exist.
no, I'm telling you.
He was in 4th grade. It was very hard. Everything is much more dramatic.
It's true.
And it was probably not as big as he said it was either, because he was
I wish
proportionately a
so
lot smaller.
badly I could put you in that bathroom.
Oh man!
I would lock that door,
I would
and I would
make
let
it
you
to the
out for an
toilet.
hour.
I would pee myself.
I'd
I'm
say,
not kidding.
how big? Oh, he's small. He's a small tarantula. Oh, yeah. Boom.
I'd probably be
Lock
in
it.
the corners.
No, you wouldn't want to be in the corner. You'd be in the mother load.
I would in the toilet? Wait, what?
No, I'm saying all the corners, because anywhere where a wall meets, it was like these suckers were everywhere.
I would probably be bouncing off the walls having a panic attack.
Freddy? What's going on?
That's crazy.
Even the workers there were just like, that's the bathroom. Like,
So
wasn't
they
any push
pointed
up.
towards it?
Yeah, so where's the bathroom? They looked at, remember they looked at me and my dad like, they're like,
Did
what's
you
that?
just go running out?
They're probably
too?
waiting for you.
Yeah, I was like crying. Yeah, I
What
don't
did
know.
they say? Did they see you or anything?
I have no idea. I just remember opening the door like crying. I'd be like, and my parents were like, what happened? It's like, there's tarantulas in there. And my dad was like, oh yeah, there's probably tarantulas. And he said, this is the desert in New Mexico. He said, I didn't think about that or something like that.
It's probably a tourist joke. They probably wait for
Probably.
unsuspecting tourists to
They,
use that
they
bathroom.
put the tarantulas in there.
It was something.
We should have found that place.
Dude, I would not be going anywhere near that. Oh yeah, but that
We did. There was one bathroom. Where it was
That
kinda
infestation
shady.
probably
It was
grew.
locked up. Remember that one that you had to walk like all the way through
Yeah.
like the restaurant? or
Well, see,
what?
this place wasn't even like it wasn't like an enclosed business though. Like picture like if you were to build like that shack right there had a bathroom in
Oh my
it, that
God.
would be the same.
Bathroom shack.
Yeah, it wasn't like a gas stop or something like. Because then it'd be like, how the heck did you manage to let this many tarantulas in your gas station?
Yeah.
But no, this was like a shack.
An outhouse.
Yeah, it wasn't meant to be like those dudes were
Lean
like
to.
we don't even go in there. Like,
It's where they send the
Oh,
tourists. I
yeah.
told you.
That was creepy. You gonna beat it, Lotus?
you need to hide
You're
the
gonna beat
monsters
it, you
here
got
to
this.
trick them. You got this. I believe in you.
We only got 2 more hours.
My battery's almost dead.
We still got 1 bar. We're good. I pushed that bar on my cell phone.
Trust me.
Favorite breakfast food? Oh, everything. Everything breakfast.
Breakfast is legit. It only says flasher, flashlight, tea box. Get out of the way. Breakfast foods are the best like category in my opinion. Because, for example, I love dinner foods, but like, I don't know, like for example, ribs. That's obviously considered like a dinner food. That's my #1 favorite. But if there's like tons of things I don't like that are in that dinner category, because obviously dinner category is pretty nice. But most things I do not like. Breakfast things though,
Most things you don't like in that? Oh, that's
that's a massive like sushi, all this is but breakfast foods are there's all breakfast foods, but I feel like because like eggs are in a ton of stuff, and I love eggs, and we like pancakes, and well everything. Man, I can eat almost all of it in its like basic form.
So you'd be okay just eating breakfast food for the rest of your life and you couldn't eat anything else?
I would be a little bit sad that I love barbecue, but it would definitely be possible.
That's what you would choose then, like the breakfast category.
Probably, if I had to choose one, like, for example, I couldn't just have barbecue and all that and not have eggs and all that anymore. But the other one is more likely to happen.
Yeah.
This is perfectly acceptable to have steak for breakfast.
Yeah.
You can do that.
Yeah. Because, like, that was kind of what I was picturing in my head. The country fried,
Yeah,
the country fried
I
steak.
beat it.
Yeah,
scrambled
bacon.
eggs.
You beat it!
I beat the game.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yes, you did it.
That's my boy.
I like
So
sausage
what does it do
gravy
now?
and biscuit.
I got
Sausage gravy.
You get a $100 paycheck from that?
$100.50 paycheck.
Oh my god.
That 50 cents is going to compound interest, Rob.
Yeah. That is horrible.
If you stay in the Freddy head forever, Foxy will get
Chicken
you.
and waffles.
Or the puppet will get you. Okay, I think it's time for trick or treat.
You want trick or treat?
Yeah.
Alright, time for trick or treat, y'all.
You don't want to go to Five Nights at Freddy 3?
Why don't we have a fancy jingle for this trick or
It's
treat?
hurting.
Dude, we
need
need
to
one.
That's what. This is a very Halloweeny. It's like, what?
Anything can happen on Halloween.
Make sure not to grab the torn one.
Don't forget it. Don't block the camera.
That's the
Treat!
Hey, keep taking treat.
Okay.
Alright. What?
I'm gonna play Castlevania Mirror of Fate. On
That's
PS3.
fine. You should play Dead Space.
You should play what
You
Rob
should have
wants to
played
play.
Dead Space.
Alright. What is that on?
PS3.
That sounds like work I gotta do.
All you gotta do is put this in the PS3.
Rest in peace, the Five Nights at Freddy 3 dream.
That's another reason.
Oh, his phone's about to die.
Right. I will change the name of the game.